Welcome everybody to our latest session of the Empire of the Ghouls. As usual, we're going to do a quick recap of what occurred last session and then we'll get underway. Well, this recap is going to be very easy, guys, because almost the entirety of last session was this massive battle, which I'm sure you guys remember, but I'll try to give some highlights of that battle. You guys were in the Shadow Road, or the Fey Road, moving through this dark, dreary landscape, multiple days to find a location or a portal that you could use to take you to the other side, back into the real world, as it were, to get back to Seawall. And you guys were essentially on this grassland landscape with some heavy brush in areas. These opponents that you were facing were Shadow Fey and some undead, particularly ghouls. And the Shadow Fey apparently had laden this area with traps. So you guys were having to be careful as far as where you move to not step in a trap. Some of you did. If you did so, your foot would get caught, deal a little bit of damage, but more importantly, be stuck in that spot. There was assailants attacking you from a distance. Those of you that couldn't see in the dark, this is particularly dangerous as they were unseen attackers gaining an advantage on their attacks. There was someone who presumably was the leader, or at least somebody of prominence in this enemy group. He was firing off, doing significantly more damage than the minions, and seemed to have a few magical tricks up his sleeves as well. He summoned an area of spike growth, which affected many of you guys, making you have to detour to get out of the area of effect of that. He also was conjuring up poison volleys, so firing up an arrow which was causing poison to rain down in an area, dealing some damage and inflicting the poison condition. We had early on Grim rushing out front and kind of finding himself a little bit out on his own, taking on these opponents. And that seemed to continue through most of the battle, as the large majority of our player characters were kind of in the southwest area of this battle, fighting off against the ghouls and the Shadow Fey, while Grim was trying to plunge on ahead and track down this more prominent individual. He did manage to get close a couple of times and tried to hit him, I believe maybe affecting him to a small degree. But once this guy had an opportunity to take an attacks at Grim, and did so very effectively, and was able to bring Grim down very wounded. I believe knocked him to the ground multiple times between him and his minions. Eventually, however, our player characters started finishing up with the minions and pushing a little bit closer, getting closer to Grim and being able to throw out some healing upon him. And then the rest of the team was able to get a bit closer to provide some more arm-to-arm assistance there. During this time, the minions again kept assailing you guys from the darkness, shooting from range. This more prominent individual was kind of keeping his distance as well, firing as he could, using his minions to provide cover and to take the brunt of your hate and anger. And eventually you guys managed to defeat all of the minions, or at least almost all of the minions, while the prominent individual circled around and was essentially a far way away from you, and then bolted a ways out and used some magic to vanish, making it where it was impractical to try to track him down. So you guys then cleaned up the last of the minions that were around, and with the battle complete, you spoke to Selvin, and she guided you through the ritual to use the stones here in this location to allow you to transport yourselves back to Midgard, the real world, and to the location of Seawall. This was done by taking a bit of water and splashing it on each one of the stones, and then drinking some of the water yourself, and that allowed you to transport using this stone. When you did so, you found yourself in a very different environment, going from sort of the cold, dense darkness of the Shadow Fey area, and then you arrived suddenly in Seawall. It was evening, though the sun was low in the sky. The heat was sweltering, and you immediately were sort of slammed with all these different sensory effects, a lot of odors in the air, of spice, of people, of a city, as you found yourself in this very desert town. Most of you, I'm assuming, have never been to Seawall or ever even read much about Seawall, so this is very much a foreign land for most of you. Pretty quickly after you arrived, you guys engaged in a brief conversation with Selvin, essentially asking her if she would come with you or remain here in case you needed her services again. She said she was uncomfortable staying here too long, so she would give you a day. She essentially would remain here by the portal and give you a day. If you didn't return, she'd be heading back into the Shadow Roads. She said she didn't want to go back immediately in case that prominent individual was waiting for you guys to potentially return. But after giving it a day, she felt like that would be sufficient for her to enter and make her way to wherever she needs to go. With that in mind, you guys kind of exited this immediate vicinity from this area and were pretty quickly approached by a Kenku, a bird humanoid, who approached and excitedly offered his services as a guide for the high price of 1 silver piece per day. You guys quickly snatched up that offer, and he escorted you to one of the many local inns in Seawall. You guys went on in and were very much exhausted, quickly got a little bite to eat and drink before retiring to your respective rooms and probably passing out for an extended period of time and recuperating, getting in a long rest and leveling up to level 9. So team, that is our recap from last session. Anything I missed and anybody would like to add?
I would like to add, Selvin, when she was worried about staying in Seawall, said looked around. She said she didn't like it here and locked eyes with Runok. Then says these people are very suspicious people. So I don't know if that was referring to the fact that Runok's undead or they're just suspicious in general. So I thought that was worth noting. They're suspicious people.
Yes, picked up on that. A little bit of innuendo, perhaps. Go ahead and take inspiration there, Grim. Yes, Selvin did indicate this and also said a bit of a blessing, speaking in the Derricule tongue, which only Runok was able to understand. Anything else anybody would like to add?
Yeah, not really anything you missed, Adam, but that whole conversation started because I basically lost the plot of what we were here for, which we are here because apparently we have the ability to learn from specific folks here how to move among the undead. We need to still trying to do a rescue mission, but the thought was we would get, as we move deeper into enemy territory, we'd get immediately identified as the only living ones, and apparently here there's a means we can learn to move among the undead, but wasn't clear once we had that ability, do we stay here or do we, how do we get back to where it actually been? So that's where the whole conversation kind of started, was I expected us to have to go back through the Shadow Roads, and I guess that's maybe still to be determined.
Indeed, yes. So, can you tell me with that recap who it is you're looking for, the name of the individuals that can teach you to walk amongst the undead, or the city that you're heading to once you learn that skill?
Oh God, I have that written down, but it's a while ago. They had they have a very cool name too, but I cannot think of it at the moment. Oh no, let me check the notes.
Feel free, if anybody wants to help Caliban here, if you remember, feel free to pipe on in and we'll go ahead and give Caliban the inspiration.
Gravebinders.
Gravebinders, yeah, Gravebinders of Seawall.
There you go. Yep, go ahead and take inspiration, Caliban. Yes, indeed. You're looking for the Gravebinders, who apparently know this ability to walk amongst the undead unharmed. And yeah, that's who you guys are trying to track down.
To get the blessing of the Anu Akma, which is also known as Anubis, or basically aka Hades.
Yes, that is the deity here that the Gravebinders are apparently tied to, and that's how they know this ability or can use whatever the skill is that allows them to walk unharmed. All right, if there is nothing else, then let's go ahead and get you guys over back into session. So we're going to pull you guys back into the seawall area.
I got a quick mechanical question. So you mentioned we long rested and we were also able to get a short rest in. Would that short rest have happened before or after the long rest?
I'm going to assume, because you guys were exhausted, you got in, that the first thing you did was take your long rest, right? Being exhausted and having not gotten a long rest for multiple days at a time as you're traveling through the Shadow Road. So my assumption is you've completed a long rest. If you wish to use, additional short rest today, you could.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll find Grim sleeping in.
He didn't pay attention to the change of time.
I was asking because I did the con saving throw to also remove a level of exhaustion. I would have passed either way, but just how many more we potentially have for short rests. So I guess it'd be one more potentially before
Yeah,
the
there's
next one.
not by rule. There's not a hard limit on short rest, but generally, what I say is like 2 per day is what is reasonable. So yeah, if you've already used one for today, you can use another one if you wish to spend another hour short resting. You guys are on a bit of a timeline right now, knowing that the Archduke was taken prisoner by the Ghoul forces, and you're trying to track him down. So short rests are only an hour, up to you how much time you want to spend, but just pointing out that there is a little bit of a time pressure out there for you.
Okay. And then just so everybody is aware that the normal group, which is everybody but Caliban, will get the 14 temporary HP from the inspiring leader. And then as far as the musician goes, so I'd be able to do that on a long rest and a short rest, which is going to be everybody. So everybody should have an inspiration.
Excellent.
You're kind of nerfing the recaps, man. Hey, yeah. So you'll see Grim comes down late after resting because I slept in another hour. I rolled a 16, so I now only have 1 level of exhaustion out.
All right, good to know. Yeah, feel free to keep track of those for you guys. I'll assume that you're managing those levels yourselves.
And the long rest gets one automatically, right?
That is correct.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then the short rest can only remove one from being downed. So if you got one from some other means, you have to remove that through long rest or like greater restoration.
Correct. Yep, good distinction. So the being able to remove a level of exhaustion by short rest, that is to counter our house rule that every time you drop to 0, you take a level of exhaustion. So it's essentially those kind of work yin and yang there. But if you take a level of exhaustion from something else, like a spell or an ability or an effect, something like that, then that is not something that can be cleared by a short rest. It has to be cleared by your standard long rest.
Oh, man, slept in. Sorry to keep you waiting for me.
Boy, I tell you what, I feel a little bit more blessed and everything. I must be doing pretty good with this paladin thing.
Yeah, it was nice to get some sleep. It's been a while since we got any real rest. The shadow roads are terrible.
Do you have any bacon?
Oh yeah, I would never ever want to travel the shadow roads again if I knew that's what the dangers were.
They have bacon, Grim, but it's not the bacon you know. I don't think it's pork.
It's turkey bacon.
Turkey bacon? What?
Actually, I have an idea if you guys want to go back to the room for a moment for 10 minutes or so.
I like ideas.
Just got down there.
Well,
grab a piece of
we'll eat
bacon.
we'll eat breakfast first. But I think I can use I can use divination.
Do
you guys think I should just stay in the room?
No, I think you should just use your disguise and walk around like you normally do.
Oh, well, I am obviously already using it. Do you like my beard?
No, but I've gotten used to it.
Okay. I'm just a little worried about them not understanding my situation.
I don't know, the dwarves didn't like it either, and they seem to be fine. We can maybe talk our way out of it.
All right, fair enough.
How come this turkey bacon is so big? I mean, turkey's small.
I don't know, give me that. I'll snatch it from you and just start chomping it down.
Oh, man. I'll grab another one. There's a whole pile over here.
All right, so as you guys are enjoying some food and drinks here in the common room of this inn, you'll notice that the attitude of the other patrons is a bit subdued. Folks kind of walk on in, they're quiet. When they speak to the bartender, they do so in quiet tones. Nobody seems to be loud or boisterous. And overall, it's a pretty pleasant kind of atmosphere. Those of you that are more, say, rowdy or looking for more of a sort of upbeat atmosphere even this early in the day might be a little disappointed, but the rest of you that like peace of mind, this seems to be the place to get that. You will notice that the bartenders are kind of handing out drinks and food. It all looks to be mostly standard fare, though again, in this exotic location, you are noticing some kind of foods that you don't really expect, some kind of different fruits. They look to be strange looking apples, for example. You also notice that there is what you guys may not recognize, but your players, of course, would recognize as pineapple. That seems to be pretty common here. And there seems to be even this early, occasionally someone is ordering an alcoholic drink that is called a cactus drink. And you notice that they get served it in like a more of a tall glass kind of thing, and it's very colorful, like yellowish liquid, and they seem to be very enjoyable for the folks ordering those. But yeah, you guys have a few hours here eating, drinking, enjoying all of that stuff before deciding what it is that you want to do next. Seawall is a very large city, so if there's something in the city that you're looking for, you could always try to track that down. If you're ready to head on and try to find the Gravebinders, then you may want to ask around and see if anybody knows where those folks may be.
Hey, what happened to that talking chicken? Is he still around?
Oh yeah. I see. Do we see him? Where? No, behind you? No.
You mean the tour guide?
Yeah.
He's probably in the same spot.
I can pop out and meet him and bring him in, hoping he can take us do some shopping. Does anybody have any specific items?
Well, I don't have anything that's fancy anymore. That would be kind of cool.
Yeah, maybe some potions and some healing supplies and stuff.
They could use another diamond.
Yeah, that could be good.
I could use a +1 something. I mean, I've never been level 9 before, but you know, usually you get a +1 something.
I don't know what any of those words mean.
I'll go find him and tell him we're hunting for magic weapon shop, a potion shop, or alchemist, and a gemstone dealer. See what we can find. There must be a market around here somewhere.
All right, Calvin, are you
And-
stepping out to see if you find that individual?
Yeah, while these guys are getting fueled up and maybe divinating, I'll go see if I can find our guide.
All right,
Before
Yeah, go ahead,
before he leaves, Runak will mind meld with him.
And I'll bardically inspire him as well. Just give him a little ditty. Good luck. Good luck finding the chicken.
You guys are very suspicious of Adam, I must say.
Yeah. But no, it's just better to, if one party leaves, Runak's gonna. It doesn't last all that long, but for 7 minutes, we'll be able to mentally connect.
Adam did seem a little eager about that, so I agree. My hackles went up as well.
Chance favors the prepared, bud. Good luck.
All right, as you step out of this inn and find yourself back in that more oppressive heat, now that it is the morning, the sun is truly up, beating right down on you, Caliban. Assuming that you're wearing your very heavy plate armor at this point, you notice you start to heat up quite quickly, and the sweat starts to pour down with just a few moments out here in the sun. You're realizing how uncomfortable it is going to be in this kind of environment where you're being so heavily armored down. But as far as the bird folk, as you scan around, you notice several of them, and you see about 4 of them begin approaching you within moments of you exiting. But the one that seems to get there the quickest and squawks behind him, the other 3 kind of turn back around and move back, and he gets up to you. Can I guide you around the city? What would you like to find? 1 silver.
Kind of hard to all tell apart. Are you the one that was working with us yesterday?
Yes, that was me. Yes. Where would you like to go? 1 silver.
Caliban sort of squints his eyes at him. Are you sure? You look a little different.
You see his head kind of moves back and forth, and his eyes blink pretty rapidly, and then he just kind of like moves his head forward. Says, "Yes, sure."
Can Kelvin tell if it's the same same dude or not?
Give me an insight check. These are very odd-looking beasts to you, so you're not sure you would even be able to recognize one from the other. But let's see how well you roll.
Oh god, insight is not his strong suit either. So this is probably going to be a yeah. Okay, close enough.
Yeah, it must be him, right?
Seems to be the same dude. All right, little fella. Yeah, we need the rest of the party. Happy to pay. He'll fish out the silver piece. And yeah, we got a few things we're looking for. We need a alchemist. We need a gemstone dealer. Minerals. We're looking for a diamond. How about that? And then ideally a weapons dealer of premium, maybe even magical weapons. Only the good stuff.
Oh, shopping's big monies have you. Oh, yes, I know place. Come.
All right, we gotta go back get the rest of the party. If you find a place that can deal magical weapons for my friend, we'll double your pay for the day. How about that? If you take us to the good place.
Yes, I know that place. Good place. Yes.
All right, let's go get the rest of the party. It should be finishing up.
You go. I wait here. Hurry.
Right. I've already paid you though. Remember our deal. I'll double it if you find the right place.
He blinks his eyes rapidly again and yes, hurry.
Caliban will work his way back to the tavern.
Yeah, essentially this guy mobbed you the moment you were out of the tavern. So like you're within 5 steps of the front door.
All right. He'll step back in, but he'll look like he's like, imagine he looked like he's run a half marathon because it's so freaking hot out there. Give me one of those cactus drinks. Good God, it's hot out there. I don't. Good news and bad news. Found the guide. I think the guide. There's a bunch of them. Bad news. For those of us in armor, it's hot as balls out there. It's about sweat my tail off. We are not going to want to be out there. Maybe we want to wait for a cooler time of day.
Well, I mean, if we're just shopping, we don't need full armor, right? Just put it in the bag of holding or something. Walk around in plain clothes.
Yeah, then, because Archie wanted to go upstairs anyway and do some with fancy stuff. Talk to Rasha.
Yeah.
The guide's out there waiting, so you don't want to keep him for too long. I feel like they're half little hustlers, but I did promise him a bonus if he can find us some magical weapons.
Well, you said there were a bunch of them, right? You can just
It's true.
have a different talking chicken.
That's fair.
Why don't you have a drink? You look like you're sweating a lot.
Yeah, I'm supposed to be good with heat with my kind, but I am. This armor is actually hot to the touch. I'm not sure why I chose black armor, but yeah, maybe it is a good idea if we de-arm, take the armor off, and if we're moving on the city this time of day.
And to correct you, Grib, I actually have probably a worse idea than talking to Rava.
Oh, well, now I'm intrigued. Don't let me go up there with Archie alone and take my armor off. I need someone to come with me, because it's going to be awkward.
Oh, are you going to talk to Anu Akbar or whatever his name is?
Yes.
Well, that sounds fun.
I'll help you, Grim, but you're wearing something under there last time, because last time we took that armor off, you weren't wearing anything, and that was unpleasant. Things I can't unsee.
I like it to stick closely to my... Oh.
Don't finish that sentence.
All right, let's go upstairs. Or the room. I don't know where we're at.
Yeah, you guys
down that cactus drink before going up.
Sure, yeah, you drink it back very quickly. It's very fruity senses, but it does have quite a bit of alcohol in it, so it's quite potent, not enough to, overly harm you or anything like that, but enough that you definitely get a little bit of a tipsy feeling.
Enough fortitude to help Grim out of his armor?
Yes. Yeah. It makes evil things not so evil, right? You can just kind of wish them away.
Awesome.
All right, so you guys make your way up to the room that you have rented. I'm going to assume that this is kind of like a large suite area. So think of this as you walk in and it's maybe a 20 by 15 room, and then there's little side rooms that would have beds in them to sleep in. But you guys are in a, sort of the larger area at this point, which is mostly your team, but then there is a few other locals that are staying at the rooms. They're also connected to this room, so you can assume there's like 2 other individuals in this room.
Like to enter my own sleeping lodgings so that I can have a little bit of privacy.
Sure, you can do that.
And then, as a ritual, I would like to cast divination while everyone is getting undressed.
Do I know that you're gonna do this? Because we just talked about it. If we are, I would like to bardically inspire you beforehand.
Yeah, well, I mean, we just talked about it. I'd assume you'd be like, well, where are you going? Well, you can ask me that too.
Yeah, so I would do that as long as that's not retconning.
No, fine with me. You guys said you were going to do it.
Good luck. I believe in you. Talking to unknown deities is always a good idea, and you're probably the best at it, so. Yay.
All right, so when you cast the spell, it puts you in contact with a god or a god servant. You can ask one question about a specific goal, event, or activity. So please type out what your specific question is that you're going to ask.
Oh, this is so monkey's paw.
And I'm also assuming you have the incense. If not, it's something you could easily find here in town, but that is going to cost you 25 gold pieces to cast the spell.
Okay. Got it.
I'll also just mention, for rules and clarity's sake, you don't get to decide which deity you're asking. It just says it puts you in contact with a god or a god servant. So who exactly responds, you don't necessarily know.
Oh, that could be bad. Okay. Sure. Okay.
Welcome to God Hotline. Please ask your question.
Hello, is anyone there? You get the god who's not very busy.
And I really want to carefully word this, because I'm scared now. Okay, let me think about this.
All right, while that is being composed, is there anything else here inside of the inn that anybody is doing other than kind of relaxing or just waiting around for the team to be ready to exit?
I don't know, Caliban. Shirt on or off?
Shirt on, please. Please, shirt on.
Okay.
That is a badass scar, though. That was a gooder.
Yeah, that was from the prison days.
Some fresh ones after that last battle, too.
It's nothing. I was fine, you know.
I don't think Runok is gonna take off his armor. It's mithril, so I don't know if that matters as far as this, but
So far, you haven't been out in the scorching heat. You were only out during the evening when the sun was low, and you didn't notice any ill effects.
I'm keeping this on, guys. I have a bit of a chest issue.
Suit yourself. Do you even feel hot and cold?
Yeah, to a certain degree. I don't sweat, so I don't know if that's going to matter.
All right, so you cast this spell ritually using 10 minutes or so to do so, and you will get an answer fairly quickly.
I really, really hope it's not just in Seawall. Okay. Whew. I held my breath there. I was like, it's gonna be something I hope not silly. And then the spell doesn't say this, but would I recognize who sends the message?
You do not. No, the knowledge hits your mind. You don't feel any particular sensations or other effects that would lead you one way or the other. Sometimes you have. It might be sort of like a scent fills the air. Maybe it's like a kelp or a seaweed scent, and you assume that would be a water deity or a deity associated with the water or one of their servants or something along those lines. But in this situation, it is just knowledge that enters your mind without any other kind of sensory effects.
Okay.
Are we good?
Yeah, I will exit. I will also disarm. And let's see. I will
I don't
also
think you mean
take off.
disarm. You
Not
mean
disarm, just remove my armor, disrobe.
you mean doff your armor.
Yeah, I thought doth was put on.
Don. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Regardless, I'm going to also take off my armor, and then I will emerge in my normal priest robes, I suppose.
Okay.
And I will motion the party to gather around and make sure there's no eavesdroppers.
I presume this is you're getting everybody to sort of fiddle on in like sardines into your little private room here.
Or if they just want to stand out, that's like leave my room and just motion them to come over to me so I can tell them what I heard.
I'll
Okay.
waddle over.
Yep.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. I don't know who said this or where this is. Maybe that guide can help us. But I asked, where can we find these grave binders? And it says, or it was said, at the Hall of the Grave Binders in the Grand Necropolis.
Okay, well, that sounds straightforward. Probably didn't need to talk to a god for that one, but okay.
Necropolis, isn't that City of the Dead? Or Dead City, literally?
That's a big ass word. I don't even know what it means.
It's probably just a part of this town, right?
Yeah, one would hope. I'm just thinking as an area, if you actually have enough dead to fill a city. Anyway, I'm sure it'll be
We,
fine.
yeah, we don't need to put any more boogeyman thoughts into our head. Also, we're going to be going to a place that's literally a dead city, so you might want to get comfortable with that idea.
Yeah, we've been around a dead person for long enough that it's not that crazy.
Yeah.
Elbow room.
The rest of them are a lot worse than me, though. Be aware.
Oh, we know that too.
Remember all the dwarves? They were creepy little guys.
Well, I bet your bird people will know where to go.
Yeah, let's go find them. And let's do some shopping first.
All right, as you guys get ready to exit the inn here, looking for your Kenku god, I'd like everybody to throw me a quick insight check.
Nailed it. Grim's like, what are we inciting?
All right, so
That's
out of
That's
those,
a natural 22.
natural 22. That's amazing.
Oh.
No, I know what you meant. Yeah, so Runak, as you're making your way out here, this thought kind of hits the back of your mind. You remember when you guys exited the portal after Sullivan brought you here to Seawall. As you arrived and you first here, you kind of looked around. You remember this kind of like flash of color, like a pale blue color off in the distance. but excuse me, but at the time you were quite tired, so it didn't make much sense to you. You didn't really think too much on it. But as you slept through it and then you wake up in the morning now, you have this sort of memory, and like as you're trying to focus on that flash, you seem to recall it was a strange looking hound of some kind off in the distance, like standing next to one of the buildings, and you're really trying to recall the image in your head. The best you come up with is a hound with strange front paws that look more like human hands, and very a large head with bright yellow eyes and large ears, almost like a bat's. As you're kind of trying to focus on that image, that's as much as you can recall in that quick glance you had when you first arrived here.
And okay, that's all I can recall. And it was around sort of this area too, where that I saw it, right?
So
Like when we first came in.
when you guys first arrived, you were in kind of like a city park area. That's where the portal stone was. As you guys walked away from there, the guide took you into the town proper, and you're probably a 5-minute walk away from there at this point.
Okay. Yeah, so Runak will be nervously looking around, be like, keeping an eye out for that weird-looking dog thing that we saw when we first came here. It was creepy. I don't. Any of you guys seen that thing?
Well, what did it look
Looking
like?
dog.
You'd recognize. You know what a dog looks like?
Yeah, it looks
Oh, of
kind
course.
of like a dog.
Yeah.
Not
But
stupid.
like all messed up with like it had these long, almost like human-like hands.
What did the ears look like?
I can't remember exactly what Adam said about it, but it looked like that.
Like bats?
But I don't know. It was like a flash of blue, and then it was.
A blue dog?
Just keep your eyes peeled.
Is this something that any of us maybe would have like read about, as a lore bard who spent some time researching books and stuff in the past?
Oh boy, based on that description, I'm not so sure, but go ahead and throw me a history check, and we'll see if anything comes up. And then Archgo.
All right, this is gonna be terrible.
That doesn't ring a bell at all.
I don't think the little rainbow token thing is working.
I just noticed that as well. I'm going to restart the sandbox. Should be all set once that's done.
Actually, I have this written down because I remember when I did a religion check on Anu Akma, and it specifically states he's the king of a jackal. For whatever reason, I assume if I would know that, does that seem to ring a bell in my head of these two things are related?
So you know that Anu Akma, one of his titles is King of Jackals and Patron of Gnolls and Ghouls. But the description that Runak just gave you doesn't sound like any kind of jackal you've ever seen or heard about.
That's weird then. Let me
He's
see.
making it up. Don't worry about it.
No, I wasn't. I saw it. I swear. We had a look of ill intent. It was creeping around. So just keep your eyes peeled. I'm just letting you know. There's a weird either dog or maybe jackal, like you say, Archigale. Maybe some kind of creature like that looking around. Maybe it's normal. I don't know. There's a Birdman guide here. Maybe it's a jackal person.
No, maybe it's just a street dog that wants food because we're new and it knows that we'll give in.
No, it's not a dog. I've eaten many dogs. It's not a dog.
I have two. Kind of tough. Anyway, you guys ready?
I actually,
Come on,
Oh.
Archie. We got things to do. Put your
That-
notebook down.
no. I just found the exact thing. Okay, so my recollection of Anu Akma, it specifically states that when it's portrayed by different people, it has different looks about it. So it specifically states when it's desert and human folk, it looks like a jackal. But somebody like Runok, it says uh, flesh feasting and like ghoulish looking.
Yeah. That
Is-
I mean, I only got a little quick look at it, so it looked mean. It looked like it would be able to eat flesh, but that's not necessarily a bad thing.
Well,
Well,
maybe we'll find him as we walk around, and then we can ask it questions if it's a person, like you say. And if it's a dog, we can pet it, because that's fun.
It may be just more that something knows that we're here. Because it saw us arrive. I think it was right after we came through the portal where I caught a glimpse of it. So hopefully no oppositional forces are going to be in our way.
well, onwards and upwards.
All right, Lod, don't forget the bag of holding. My stuff
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, I got it.
Okay.
In the name of progress.
You done looking at your notes, nerd? Come on, let's go.
Yes, I'm ready.
All right, as you guys exit this inn and find yourself in the bright sun and sweltering heat of Seawall, you notice the Kenku is still there waiting for you. He eagerly blinks his eyes rapidly and moves his feathered wings a bit. Are you ready? Is this everybody ready to go?
Yep, we're ready. God, it's hot out here. Yep, let's remember the deal. Where are we going to first?
Shopping! Come, follow.
I don't
Okay.
know about this guy, but he's eager.
Where specifically did you say we're going first?
Are you asking this question of Caliban or of your guide?
Of Caliban.
I don't. I'm not sure. I told him all the things we wanted and told him I'd give him a bonus if he found a weapon for you. So hopefully there.
All right,
Not
he
the same dude.
starts
Go ahead.
moving forward and doing like this little kind of like hop as he moves. You get the impression that this is him maybe either moving quickly or just a little bit excited, but you're finding that you have to move at full normal speed to keep up with him. Otherwise, you start falling a bit behind. But yeah, he seems to start taking you more towards the center of Seawall. Best guess that you have at the moment, as it feels like you're kind of more on the edge, and he's taking you more towards the heart of the town itself. You're passing by many people. You notice the folks here are dressed very lightly. Most of them have these very loose fitting white clothing or grays, a light gray. Sometimes they have other colors, but you don't notice anybody wearing like dark attire. Much like Caliban already mentioned, anything dark is going to attract more heat. So the focus of staying, making sure the heat isn't on you so much is very important here. So you notice folks, again, walking by. Many of them don't even wear shoes. They have like sandals on. Some of them are even going barefoot. But overall, it seems like this is a peaceful area. You notice people are kind of chatting in corners, speaking to one another. It seems almost very homely, you might say, a very like a community-minded area. Your guide makes his way more towards the center, and you find yourself, as you pass by this one area, in sort of a central area where there's a lot of buildings around you. There's 6 in your immediate vicinity and a couple more a little just distance away. There's also this shopping bazaar set up in the center where you notice a shopkeeper who's got a bunch of different cages, and you see a lot of different exotic animals, mostly birds, but you also notice these very excited and energetic monkeys that are jumping around in the area and seem to be kind of like picking things up and almost juggling them or tossing them to one another. And you notice some of the locals kind of watching in amusement at this. But you'll notice your guide arrives here and says, okay, everything you want in this area here. What first? Alchemy, potion stuff, or diamond stuff, you say, or weapon?
Let's do the easy. Take us to the alchemist.
Here. And he moves to the door to your southwest, and you see there's a building here. And you notice he just kind of opens the door and says, "You go in now, shopkeep. Talk him, friend."
Laud, you want to handle this? I think you know most about these.
What are we buying?
You said you want
Potions.
Oh, right, potions. Yeah.
And do we have anything we need to sell? I mean, selling helps us buy, right?
Yeah. We don't have that much. We sold it at the last place. Didn't really find anything on the Shadow Roads.
I think we used up several potions though, but if we can get some of the better ones, that would be good.
Yeah, we have some money.
Well, I don't know. I still have Braddock's money. I suppose we could use it if we need, and you can repay me back for it.
Yeah, if we need to. Well, I mean, we have 2 potions, and maybe we should buy the bigger ticket items first, and if there's anything left over, we can buy some potions.
But if we need to use the money and we don't and we die, that's not good.
Well, yeah,
Holy moly.
but I'm saying, like, we've got 4,705 gold.
Oh
And
wow,
if we
we're
wanna,
rich.
and if we want to buy a nice sword or something, and it costs 4,500 gold, and we already bought 500 worth of potions, then we can't buy it. So maybe we should buy the more expensive stuff first.
Lod, maybe you
Yep.
stop saying that big number in market. I don't want us to get jumped for that.
No, I just made that number up. I mean, we could have like 4 gold, or like 7,000 gold, or like 8 gold, or
Yeah. Anyway, hey, little guy, changed our mind. We're gonna start with the big ticket items first. How about the arms dealer?
Oh, yes, yes. This way, north, 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 north. And you see he kind of hops around, has to scoot around folks here in the center of this area, pass by the center area. As you guys are walking by, you'll notice one of the monkeys reaches out and like tries to grab something from you, like maybe a little bit of cloth or something tiny that is hanging off of your belt. If you got any food, anything close like that would be easy to grab. You notice he tries to grab it, but then backs away once it didn't get it, and you see it kind of squawks and then hops around, and you see the monkeys all kind of get a little bit frantic.
Is this an actual like pet shop here,
There
or
is
is it
a-
more of like a zoo?
No, there is a shopkeeper in the center. He has a lot of cages with looks to be colorful exotic birds and these monkeys all around the area. So you presume that's part of this. But yeah, you notice he's like wearing, again, loose fitting clothes, this large turban, and he's a very overweight gentleman kind of sitting on this large oversized rug with these big pillows. And he's kind of just sitting there and all these animals are around him.
Keep your hands in your coin pouches, boys. Those monkeys seem to have sticky fingers.
I sort of want to talk to this guy and see if he knows anything about the blue dog. He would be the one to know, right? An animal guy?
I don't know. That seems pretty exotic.
Here, I'll ask him real quick. You guys, here, and I'll mind meld with, let's do Laud, I guess. It'll say if he, I'll just be talking to him real quick if you don't want to wait.
we'll be right over here.
All right, and Rurik will just approach the large shopkeeper and be like, "Oh, hello, excuse me."
All right, as you approach, you see he gets a big smile on his face and struggles a little bit to stand up. Aha! Welcome, welcome, welcome to my shop. What can I do for you?
Oh, I was actually hoping for a little bit of maybe your guidance and expertise in animals.
Ah, yes, always willing to make money any which way, sell or give information. Yes, what do you want to know, my friend?
Well, I saw a strange looking creature when I first was arriving in town. And it looked almost like a dog or a jackal of some kind. There was a flash of blue in my vision, but it had also um, these large, almost like human-like hands. Do you know of any such a creature?
You see he kind of looks at you very quizzically. Ah, that sounds like nothing I have ever heard of. Blue flesh of blue. I mean, there are some dogs that have a little bit of grayish color in their fur, but I would not say blue. No, I don't know what you mean.
There's
We
no animals around here that are some sort of weird. Well, I guess it wouldn't be weird to you, but um, dog-like creatures.
Well, there are many different creatures in this area, but you mean you saw it here in town?
Yes, and so, it was like a parkish area, not far from here.
You see he kind of strokes at his beard for a moment. No, I don't know. I can't say. This doesn't sound like anything that comes to mind.
Are we all standing here with Runok?
If you wish to be. My assumption was Runok walked a little bit away from you guys, but...
Oh, okay. If that's what he does, then that's what he does.
He'll just like mentally, telepathically connect with Lon and say, "Oh, this guy doesn't know anything about the dog," and he will stride back out to everybody.
okay. Next.
He didn't know. He had never heard of a creature like that.
Must
All
not
right.
be a common animal then, because he's got all kinds.
So the guide takes you north of the central area just a little bit where there is a shop on the left-hand side. He points to the door here and he says, here it is. Weapons. You want weapons? Yes, weapons here. You notice as you're looking at this building, though, there doesn't seem to be any kind of sign that this is a smithy. You don't smell anything that would relate to that. You don't see any kind of signs of horseshoes or anvils, anything like that. It just looks like a regular building. But he motions for you. He says, go on in. Go.
Okay. Start walking towards it. Can I take a look and see
I
if
do
there's
an
like any
insight check.
signage or anything? Like, does this like look like a an actual store or just kind of a rundown building?
There is a sign over the entry doorway, but it is written in a language that you do not speak.
Okay.
Adam, I want to do an insight check to see if he actually believes this is a weapon shop or if he may be bringing us into some peril.
You're pretty sure that he is not trying to mislead you.
All right. Well, I'm looking forward to seeing what it's got.
Shade. I hope it has shade.
Let's go in.
All right, so Laud being in the lead, I presume you open the door. You will notice a relatively small building. It's only like 15 feet by 15 feet, a little bit bigger than that. You will notice that there is a lot of decorations around this area. You don't see any kind of goods about this area. There's nothing like hanging on the wall or shelves or anything like that. There is a woman who is sitting in a comfortable chair in the back of the room. And as you enter, you see she puts on a soft smile and she says, welcome. What is it that I can do for you?
Word has it that you're a bit of a vendor who can help us acquire some maybe magical items.
Well, if somebody is thirsty, the water finds the way to them when the need is great, yes?
Yeah. I think we're pretty thirsty right now. Like, literally thirsty, too. Do you have any water?
Water. Well, water could be found out in the well. What I have to offer is much more exotic and more expensive, of course. What would sate your thirst besides the water?
Graham, what do you want?
Something to kill things with. I don't really care if it's a club, a sword, it doesn't matter. I use anything.
He likes to swing stuff real hard and smash bad guys.
He's pretty strong. Bigger the better.
You notice she smiles slightly and says, I have many things could fit that catamaran. How much coin do you have?
A decent amount. We don't want to, like, give away negotiating tactics and stuff up front.
But we are looking for something of high quality.
High quality comes with high price points. Can you give me at least a general idea of how much you're working with?
Maybe a couple thousand gold pieces.
Oh, I see. Yes, I have something in that area. How about a shamshir?
Do any of us know what that is?
I don't know what
Okay.
that is.
You probably, I mean, any of you that are like weapon aficionados or have studied weaponry a lot probably would have heard of that. A shamshir essentially is a type of Middle Eastern kind of weapon that would be commonly found here in Seawall.
Yeah, I'd like to check it out.
Is it a sword, or what is it?
It is like a sword, yeah. All right. As you say this, you notice she stands up from where she was sitting, and you see she looks at you carefully, and then she looks back towards the door and says, "The last one in. Could you please close the door there for a moment?"
For sure. Yeah, Caliban will kind of close it and see if is there a latch or a lock or something like that we could apply.
There is, yeah.
You want it locked?
No, just closed shall be fine. Please, sir, step up, step up. She motions towards you here, Grim.
Well, all right. How's this?
Hold your arm out.
The one I'm swinging with, or which one?
That's the one I would go with. That'll give you the best experience.
All right, here it is. Here we go.
All right, you see she touches the bottom of your arm, and then she races her hand along the bottom of your arm up through your open hand, and suddenly you see a spectral blade appears there, almost like an image of a blade. It has no weight to it. It has no heft to it, but you notice this very curved blade is now in your hand. So think of this as a small handle. It does have a crossguard. The blade comes out and then has a very significant hook to it at the end. So you're basically almost like a question mark type shape of a blade. Not quite that prominent, but similar in design.
Oh yeah, just as a slash, I flip it over, and then I can rip his entrails out. I like this one.
And you see she nods. Yes, this could suit you quite well. Yes, indeed. And you said a couple of thousand. Would you like this to perhaps inflict some fire damage as well?
I look around like, you could do that. You could do that.
I mean, fire's good. It sets things on fire, and stuff doesn't like fire.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure.
Excellent, excellent. So I could make this weapon for you. It would be deal fire damage, as said. It'll make it a little bit easier to hit your opponents thanks to the magical nature of the blade. I could do all of this for you. Minor fire damage I can do for, say, 1,500 gold pieces. If you want a little bit more fire damage, we could do that for, say, 3,000.
So is this a D6 or a D8?
Well, this blade is quite heavy in the way you swing it, and the correct that equates to D8.
Because he couldn't feel the weight of it, right?
All right. This feels like a good do. This is. I mean, guys, I don't know. Like, I don't want to spend all your money, but it's something. How does it look?
It looks pretty good. I mean, well, what's the difference between a little bit and a lot of bit of fire? Is it like, like multiple D8s or?
She goes into this lengthy description, which equates to minor fire damage is 1 point. A little bit more fire is a D4.
A little bit more sounds pretty good, but it is kind of expensive.
Yeah, that's really expensive for that. Maybe you should talk her down, Laud.
Yeah. Well, the variable nature of the lot of bit means that maybe it couldn't cost as much. Like, what about, like, I don't know, like 2,000 gold?
She eyes you carefully for a moment, Laud. You notice she looks you up and down and seems to take in your girth, your bodily girth here, for longer than you would expect a normal person to, but go ahead and throw me a persuasion check. I can't quite do that, but you seem like a good fellow. How about 2,500?
I mean, that seems fair to me, I think. I don't know. What do you guys think?
I've
What?
seen him hit. It actually won't go to waste like it would with some of us.
He will use it a lot. He swings lots and likes to start fights, so you will get as good use out of it. Just make sure you don't lose it or give it away, right?
Well, I gave it away because it wasn't mine. Guys, no one's ever bought me anything before in my life. You sure?
Well, yeah, I mean, if we do this, you better hit stuff real hard.
Oh, really? Oh, man, I'm getting accustomed. Oh.
I mean, guys, he has been rolling a whole bunch of deep, a lot of crits over the last couple sessions. So
Yeah, I say we do it. Let's do it. Let's buy it. I like shiny things.
Yep, I agree. And if he dies, dibs on it first.
I laugh and smile. It's quite possible, friend.
Are you proficient in that weapon type?
All weapon types. Oh, come on. Have you seen me?
Okay,
Right, Adam? Right,
deal.
Adam? There's not like a thing you're throwing at us, right, Adam? I can be proficient in it.
Yeah, you've never found a weapon that you didn't know how to use.
And does it have a property that I could, because I have a new feat. I hate to like break this because this is really cool imagery, but does it have a weapon mastery?
It does. It has Vex.
Okay, cool. Perfect.
Oh, excuse me, ma'am. Do you also happen to have shields and whatnot?
I do, yes. Are you looking for a special shield, magical in nature?
Yeah, I think so. I'd like one. If that's all right with everyone else.
Well, yeah, if we can afford it. I think we should buy this fire sword though.
Well, yeah, maybe we can get like a little combo deal, buy one, get one half off. I don't know.
You buy one get one free.
hey, anytime you give the cleric a little bit more AC, I'm all for it.
Hey, wait a minute, miss. What's this thing called? Does it have like a special name, like a magic name or something?
Well, it could be called what you wish. It doesn't exist yet.
Ooh, fancy.
Hold on. How long does it take to make this? We're kind of in a time crunch.
How long does it take to snap my fingers?
Oh, 1 second.
Then about that long.
Oh, that's a good idea, Lord. I'm gonna swing my fiery question mark of death.
Why don't we call it something topical, like the Wrath of Jackals or something?
Or it does sort of look like a question mark. It could be this sort of huh?
Huh? The burning question. Oh man, this is great.
Anyways, yeah, I would be interested in a shield, especially, one of the +1 variants.
Yes, however, you said that you were dealing with a couple of thousand gold, and I'm afraid that would take you beyond that if you wish to also purchase the Shamshir.
Oh, goodness. Well, what price do you have on it?
For the type of shield that you are requesting, we typically sell those for 1,500 gold.
I think we can, well, that's kind of a lot, though, isn't it? Let me confer with my group. Let's see, that puts us right at 4,000, leaving us with 705 left in the party.
Makes that diamond pretty. If we can find the diamond, we could get it, but then no potions.
We do have 2 diamonds worth 300. We could sell one of them. I could have one, but that kind of is risky.
I wouldn't do that because you never know what you need, right? I'd rather just, buy what you got to buy. I mean, maybe she'll come down a couple hundred. Who knows?
And again, the gold's not going to protect us the way that a shield will. Better we grab it while we can. Who knows when we can be in a place like this again?
I would spend the money while we can.
I'm sure the
Yeah.
Archduke will pay us back.
Well, and at the very least, what I will say is we don't need the 500 gold piece diamond now, because I can gentle repose you until we find one.
Yeah, let's just get the stuff now that we know we need, or what will make us stronger.
Shopkeep, you can't imbue other weapons with abilities, can you?
Of course I can. What did you have in mind?
Well, I have this moonlit greatsword here. I'm just curious if you could make it do other things.
I could. What did you have in mind?
Um, well, uh, could you make it, um, let's see, can you make it so that a wizard couldn't cast a spell if I hit him with it?
That would be quite expensive. I could make it where it's more difficult for them to cast a spell if you hit them for a more reasonable price.
What's reasonable to you? Because I've never bought anything this expensive before.
2,000 gold pieces.
Okay. I think that might be more than what we have, but I just wanted to see if that was possible for you to do.
All things are possible.
I can hit
Wow.
I can hit somebody and make sure that they don't cast another spell. Just got to hit them harder.
Yeah, and Caliban, I can do radiant. I can choose to do radiant damage with my stuff too.
And it doesn't cause you any damage.
No, but I just this is more for like the extra damage if we could add damage onto it. But
Exactly. That's what I was thinking too. I was just afraid it might backfire with your
oh yeah,
conditions.
yeah, probably.
Wait, how much was that shield?
1,500.
Okay, so I mean, if we bought both, we'd be mostly out of money. We have a little bit left for some components and stuff that we need.
Yeah, let's just do that. Make it easy, and then
And then
get the.
potions.
I would still get that big diamond you want, right?
Yeah, maybe that.
I really don't think it's necessary. Like I said, it's good that I know the spell,
But we need some
but
diamond dust, right? So you can.
yeah,
Greater
that
use
is true.
force.
But diamond dust, I only need 100 gold pieces worth.
Well,
So
we'll only have 700 left, so we'll maybe want a couple pieces of that and some potions, and then we'll mostly be out. I say we do it. I say we get the fiery question mark of death and the shield.
No, I actually thought of the name. Ash Wake. Get it? Ash Wake, like you're dead at a funeral and you dead because Ash Wake. No.
How about you just keep it for a few days like a puppy, right? And then you name it after it's done something cool.
Oh, okay. You're smart. Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, we'll do it.
All right, so it sounds like you guys are buying the fiery shamshir and you're buying the +1
Well,
shield.
Is there any way, since we're buying two, that you can give us a little bit of a discount on the shield as well? Since we want to make sure that we have a little bit of gold to be able to buy food.
I've already come down 500 gold pieces, little one.
But anything is possible. You said it.
You have been so kind. I just thought I should ask, right? I don't want to be greedy, but I thought I should ask.
Anything is possible, but that price is already the discounted price. If you're looking for a way to have more money at your disposal, I can offer you something else if you're willing to sacrifice some of your magical energy.
I don't want to sacrifice my magical energy. I like my magical energy.
Yeah, that's not worth gold to me.
Then I'm
Yeah, I
afraid
think we.
this is the best offer that I have at hand.
I
You're
think it's a
so
fair price.
nice.
Um, I mean, okay. Here's a crazy idea too. Do we have stuff that we don't need that we can sell, or something we don't use a lot?
Oh yeah, we should maybe take a look. Also, Glory might want a magic weapon too.
Yeah, yeah.
I do have a gilded acorn that I got off of our dead friend so many years ago that I kept just in case someone, you know, created a character that used that component.
I do have a vial of sunlight that does a worse thing that the holy robes of Adeline does.
Yeah, I tend to find that when you sell things and stuff, you don't really get a lot of value for it. We have gold. If we needed gold and needed to sell these things at another time, that's a different thing, right?
Okay.
You know,
Yeah,
like,
sure.
Yeah, the only thing I'm thinking about is like if we could potentially get Glory like a +1 weapon, because we don't get a lot of chances for this, and Glory's also attacking a ton. Doesn't have any like magical items.
yeah, but then you're talking about another 1,000 or whatever, right? I mean,
True.
I'm just saying, I don't know if we could come up with maybe, but
Well, let's ask. What is the magical requirement or sacrifice? Is that like permanent, temporary?
It would be permanent. Sacrifices are always permanent.
And what theoretically is that sacrifice?
You see, she pulls out this small crystal from a pouch at her side, and she says, I will absorb some of your magical energy in this crystal. It will then be for my usage, and in turn, I can give you coin for that sacrifice. So, if you were to give up a little bit of magical energy, aka a first level spell slot, I could give you 2,000 gold pieces.
I don't know. That's kind of a rich price.
Yeah, that's kind of huge. But I use a lot of that, so I probably don't want to do that.
Okay, let's just buy the shield and the sword.
Yeah, and then we know Glory's next on the list to get something.
Yeah.
Wake up, Lod. We're buying this thing.
Oh, that was Glory. I'm awake.
All right, are you handing
yeah.
her the coin then?
Yes, I'll deduct it from the bag of holding. So that's 4,000 gold, right? 2,500 for the sword and 1,500 for the shield.
Yes, indeed. Yep. So once you've given her the coin, she looks back towards you, Grim, and motions for you to hold your hand out once again, assuming you've not been just standing there with your hand held out this entire time.
Probably was until I was told to put it down. Okay.
So you'll notice she does very similar like she did before. The image is there, and then she moves her hand the opposite direction, starting from the top where the blade would end, and she races it down very quickly, and suddenly you feel the weight, the heft to the blade as it becomes solid in your hands.
Oh, nice.
And then she says, and who shall be the bearer of the shield?
I will step forward.
Hold your arm out like a good little boy.
Should I take this shield off, or
Yes.
okay? I take my old shield and set it down and hold my arms out.
All right, and she does a similar motion instead of touching your arm, like where your arm would essentially be connected to the back of the shield. You see she motions with her hand, almost like a wax on, wax off kind of motion. And you notice the image of the shield appears first, and then she starts reversing her hand, and then it becomes solid and it is attached to your arm. And you see she shakes her hand for a moment and takes a deep breath, and she says, all right, well, there's your items.
Well, that was neat.
Can only they use them?
These particular items do not need to be bound to anybody, so no, once you take them off, anybody could use them.
Neat. Well, we'll probably be back when we have more money.
I will likely be here.
these are real, right? Caliban sort of pokes at it. Does it seem legit, real?
It's physical, yes. You see she smiles slightly and she says, I know the magic seems quite wondrous to those that are not familiar with it, but they are quite real indeed. You will find them to be very effective in your upcoming battles.
How are you not the richest person alive?
Oh, well, everything has a price, as I said. The ability to do so costs quite a bit, and we all have to pay those who provide protection for such services.
Right. Okay, well, we ready? Thank you, lady.
She gives you a slight nod, and then you see she carefully and slowly settles herself back in the chair with a sigh.
Thank you.
What's the exact? I assume it's a shield +1.
That is right. Yep, just a +1 shield.
Okay, now I gotta remember how to do this.
You should be able to drag it right from the compendium. Just use the compendium, and yeah, that should apply it appropriately to your sheet.
You might have to equip it. Just I don't know if it auto equips to get.
Yeah, I'll get it.
Grim, of course, yours is custom, so you'll have to enter that manually or drag in a like probably a scimitar and then change the name and up the damage.
It says the game has blocked compendiums. Talk to your GM.
Just try again. It happens to me all the time, and then it works. Caliban will step outside, and you'll lean down to our guide, and you'll hand him very, kind of covertly a gold piece. Well done. However, if we find out that we've been hustled, we will eat you for breakfast. Are we clear?
You see he kind of blinks his eyes at you, and he says, what? That has good prices and stuff. You got what you want? Yes?
We think we did. She seemed amazing, almost too good to be true. So
what's wrong? That's good, right? Good.
As long as we just haven't been hustled, that's all.
Okay. Where next?
Let's go of the gold piece.
Oh, you see he looks at it. Oh, thanks. Yes. Okay, where go next?
Gem store, I think, right? We need some diamond dust.
Gem store. Oh, this back this way. Back across southeast. You see he takes you back right once again past this area in the center. Well, there's this bazaar and the animals, the monkeys, all of that sort of deal. As he's passing by and you guys find yourself a little bit spread out here in this area, I'm going to go ahead and move us to a different map as you notice quite a bit of movement all around you suddenly.
Uh-oh.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and put us into initiative order. Maybe. Let's try that. Oh, there it goes. Just taking a while. All right, so initiative is rolled. If you have an ability to change your initiative, please decide if you're offering to somebody else.
I gotta re-roll because I get advantage. Okay, I'll take the 60.
I will offer it to Caliban.
Sure, being I had to scroll for 5 minutes to find myself. Yeah, sure. What were you at? A 16? No.
Yes, I have a 17.
17, and yeah, I had a 6.
Okay, mine is changed.
Me also, if Adam can resort.
All right, initiative has been resorted. So we start with Glory. So let me set the scene a little bit here. So you guys have just done some shopping. The area you just came from where this amazing magical stuff was over in this area. The other shop that you were about to go in initially before you changed your mind was here. Once you said gem, your guide mentioned over here. This is your guide here. As you're in this area, you start to notice movement at the rooftops. Like you can hear and more see kind of flashes of light and that sort of thing. So think of it as the sun coming down, someone's moving up top, so it casts shadows. You're detecting that there's movement on the roof. Glory is the quickest to react once that happens.
Okay, so I mean, it doesn't seem like anything is like actually attacking us yet. I'll just kind of move in between people and ready in action in case. I mean, so does it feel like we're getting attacked? I don't know if it would make sense to dodge here or not. Like,
you're in initiative, so you saw this shadow. So yeah, if you're like, oh, that seems dangerous to me, and you want to dodge, I would say that's totally appropriate.
yeah, sure. I'll take the dodge action, and that will end the turn.
All right. Okay, so from this roof to the north, you notice a individual standing on top of the roof. Looks to be a Kenku. Steps up to the corner and with weapon in hand is going to go ahead and take some shots with its longbow down upon Laud. So Laud, you notice 2 arrows flying towards you.
I will shield.
All right, so as the first one would connect, you spot this, quickly cast a shield spell. Go ahead and burn that slot. Second arrow flies in as well. This one manages to break through your shield.
Okay. I can't do anything to negate that because I already used my reaction.
All right, fair enough. Looks like that is not working off the stat block, so I'm going to change this and refresh in just a moment. All right, that is going to deal 8 points of damage.
Okay.
Let me do a quick refresh because I think sometimes when this happens, a refresh fixes it. But
Lord.
They're attacking us. Up there.
next up will be another one of these Kenku individuals. This one, however, is on the other roof that is to your south. Caliban, you're going to notice as one of these birdmen steps at the edge of the building. And as he does so, he's going to, with this long spear in his hand, he's going to plunge it down towards you. Hang on one sec. Let me see if this is working.
The suspense.
Are people around us noticing stuff is happening and like reacting, or is this normal for them?
So this is all happening very quickly. You will notice there are many people in initiative. So once we get to them, we'll see how they react. All right, so this spear plunges down towards you, Caliban. Without armor, that is going to connect.
I can't even shield that. Yep.
Pierce into you for 7 piercing and 3 radiant. As you notice, the spear lights up with some radiant energy. He is then going to attack you a second time, which will also connect. All right, and that is...
Sorry, that one I will shield.
Sorry, I gave you a little bit of time there before I clicked it, so unfortunately I got to give you the damage on that one. So that's going to be...
To the button.
That's all right. Yeah, and remember, if you want to make a little macro for yourself that says like I cast shield and it's just like a button you can click, you can always do that. If you don't know how, let me know.
Okay.
As he pierces down, so it's going to be 2 hits against you, total of 28 points of damage between those two. He's then going to back away onto the roof here. All right, this one here. Now, let's see. Glory, Caliban, and Barnaby. Do any of you have potions at your belt?
I don't.
I do, yes.
All right, and how about Glory? I guess I'm looking to Laud to answer that one.
Yeah, sorry. Let me double check. I don't think so. Sorry, I'm not super familiar with what's on their inventory.
No worries, that takes time when you're working another character.
Yes, it does appear that there's a potion of healing on their belt, or on their person. I assume it'd be on their belt.
All right, so this monkey is going to go after Caliban in this instance. So he's going to try to essentially grab away the potion from your belt. So how this is going to work is this is going to be a sleight of hand check against your standard defense. So this is going to be 8 plus your proficiency plus your strength. So we'll go ahead and roll and see how that does.
Is this considered an attack? Could I sentinel this or no?
This is not an attack, no.
Okay.
All right, that is clearly going to beat that. So what kind of potion is that, Caliban?
It's a potion of healing.
All right, so this monkey has grabbed a potion of healing away from you. As a bonus action, it is then going to disengage. And make its way over here. All right, from this rooftop, another one of these birdmen is going to stand at the edge of this building and attack down towards you, Laud.
Okay.
You are currently shielded, so that's going to miss. 17, I believe your shield is also going to absorb that as well. So both of those attacks will miss. He will then step back onto the roof.
Just a quick question, and I don't know if it's the map or if we actually can't see. Like I can't see the creatures on the roof. Is that because like our line of sight is blocked, or is that just because of the map?
It's because your line of sight is blocked. So yes, if you go up there, then we'll change it so that you can see that.
Okay, cool.
Alrighty, this one's turn. All right, he's going to make his way to the edge of the roof. Take a couple of shots with his longbow down at Caliban. So Caliban is also currently shielded. The 21's going to hit. 15 will miss.
Oh, I'm not actually shielded, right? I didn't get to use that.
Oh, right, my bad. So the 21 hits. You won't be able to save shield with that. Do you want a shield for the 15?
No, I didn't, so that's fine.
All right, so that's going to be a total of 13 points of damage from those 2 arrows as he then backs up. Alrighty, this one here is going to move to the edge of the building as well and take a couple of shots at Archgale. That 23, of course, is going to hit for 11 points of damage against Archgale. All right, now that you guys can tell you're definitely in a battle, I'm going to go ahead and change this up to some more battle music. All right, this monkey here is going to make his way... Runak, do you have any potions at your belt?
No.
Do you have anything else that would be valuable, shiny, very apparent on your person?
Valuable, shiny. Yes, I have a jeweled horn.
And that's something that's like not inside your backpack, but it's on your belt?
No, it's in the backpack. It's a spell component, but for a very non-combat spell.
All right, fair enough. So he wouldn't see that. So he's going to be looking then towards Archgale or Grim. Either of you guys have potions at your belt or anything. If you don't have potions, that's his first preference. So I'll start there. Do either of you guys have potions?
I have a vial of sunlight that would be on my belt.
Okay. How about Grim?
I have potions of healing on my belt.
All right, he decides to target Archgale. So he's going to go here, and he's going to try to grab that vial off of your belt then, Archgale, as it looks shiny to him. So 12, that is not going to beat your modifier, your protection against this, essentially. So he tries to grab it, but you see it coming. You're able to sidle a bit so he can't grab it. He will then disengage and move back to here. All right, this guy makes his way down here and steps up to here, and you see him as he gets to here. He says, "Oh, look at the monkeys. That's cool." All right, this guy here is also kind of just impressed with the monkeys, and he starts clapping as he's watching them. Okay, Barnaby, your turn.
All right, Adam. For a bonus action, I want to go ahead and cast Misty Step, and I want to get on top of the roof that's to the southwest of me.
All right, so you're going to Misty Step essentially to here. All right, so what I'm going to do here, Barnaby, is you notice that it appears like you're inside of the building at the moment. So you're able to see the individuals, but they are on the roof, and so are you. Does that make sense?
Yes, it does. Now, okay, so the other one's on the roof as well. So, okay.
Yes.
I'm going to go ahead and that's my bonus action. I'll cast the spell in just a second, and I will don my shield, and then I will go ahead and move to there, and I'll go ahead and burn that spell slot. But I do have my shield up, so.
Okay. All right, we move to this one here. He's going to make his way to the edge of the building and take a couple of shots at Laud. That second one,
Yep.
yeah,
22
that will
wood.
get past the shield spell, and that's going to deal 4 points of piercing.
Okay.
Alrighty, this monkey here is also going to try to go after one of the two of you. Yep, he is also going after Archgale, so very similarly, he makes his way here, tries to grab that vial, is unable to do so, disengages, and gets to there. All right, you notice this guy here is looking a bit confused, and he kind of chuckles as he looks around. He says, where are these monkeys going? Caliban, your turn.
Caliban's going to turn to Glory. Get that guy in front of us. I'm sure he's in on it. And then I'm going to cast my bonus action. I'm going to cast Jump on myself. I guess. And hopefully, do we know how high these buildings are? Would I then have 30 feet to jump onto the roof right next to me here?
Yes, the roofs here are somewhere between like 18 to 20 feet, so yeah, that's no problem.
I should have checked that beforehand, but so then I'd like to get onto this roof just up on there.
All right, as you leap up, I'm going to put you here. Similarly, you're going to see it's going to look like you're inside, but you're on the roof, as are the two individuals there.
Okay. I think this little sucker here shot at me, so I want to move. Oop, I can't seem to get my token though.
Which one are you trying to move towards?
The one to my left.
All right, I'm just going to slide you like that as you make your way across the roof. And yeah, you notice him with a long bow, and he looks kind of surprised as you suddenly appear up at the roof.
Exactly. I didn't expect that, did you? Let's see how you like it. And do a swingy swing here.
Yeah, your blade slashes down and catches him in the chest. Go ahead and post your damage. That is going to wound him badly.
And let's see if I can finish the job off.
That will hit as well. Yes, this second strike slays him.
Turns back. You too, little sucker. And I'll lose my last movement to move over to this guy. And end my turn.
All right, from this rooftop, we're going to get a couple of shots at Runak. All right, Runak, that 9 is going to connect, striking into you for 5 points of damage.
Okay.
All right, this monkey here is also going to try to grab your vial of sunlight there, Archgale, but is unable to do so as he disengages and moves out. Okay, Grim, all this activity around you. Your turn. What would you like to do?
Okay, I wanted to see if I can get up to this building. So if I move 5, 10, and then how much movement do I have to try to climb up to the roof?
So you would need 30 feet to actually climb to the top of the roof because you're climbing at half speed. So even if it's, say, we're going to call it 18, we'll say 15 gets you up there. So you'd need 30 feet of climb speed, and that is going to require an athletics check to get up.
Okay, I have 30 feet of movement, so let's try that. So I'll move my token next to the building, and I'll give you an athletics check.
That works. Yep. So if you succeed, you'll be partially up the building then.
That's with advantage.
Okay, I was just going to ask. So yes, that's no problem. You climb up halfway. So you still got about 10 more feet to get to the top. So you use 20 feet to climb. So that's 10 feet up. So yeah, you're a little bit more than halfway to the top.
Yeah, adrenaline rush, bonus action dash.
All right, throw me another athletics check as you're climbing again. Yep. All right, and that gives you how much movement?
I could dash as a bonus.
Oh, that gives you a dash. Okay, so that'll easily get you up to the roof. So I'm going to put you here. So just like with everybody else, you're seeing the inside, but you're actually on the roof.
Okay, then I'm going to action don my shield. So that'll be, let me change that to a 15. Then action surge, free action draw my sword, my shamshir, and then action surge. I'll burn that. And that should be all the resources for me to strike out at somebody. So I'm going to strike out at this one.
Okay. Yeah, 17 will hit.
Okay, now let me do this savage attacker because yeah, maybe we should. So 12 plus the 3, I guess.
Yep, that'll work. All right, so yeah, you notice that as the blade slashes into him, the streak of fire follows right behind it, searing him for a total of 15 points of damage. He is wounded.
And then I want to shield bash him.
All right, you try to knock him off of his feet. And you do so.
All right, and then second attack.
Yep, that'll certainly hit. Yes, and he is slain.
Okay, I will end my turn.
All right, from this rooftop, we've got a couple of shots coming in at Laud. The first one will connect. The second one gets absorbed by the shield. Give me 7 points of piercing.
Okay.
All right, this guy here notices the monkey kind of rushing at him, and you see he steps up to the side of this building. Just kind of just leans and is like, what is going on? This guy here is just kind of observing, seems a little bit confused, is eating some mixed like cashews or something in his hand. All right, this guy here, Grim, you're going to see he looks at the individual you just killed, and much as you can tell a raged in face of a bird-like humanoid, he is quite upset with you, and he is going to attack you twice with his spear. Yep, so here comes 2 spear attacks. The first will be a critical hit. The primary damage of this is piercing, so here comes a piercing crit. All right, maximum damage from normal damage, and then we roll it. So let me post it, and then I will tell you what the total is. All right, so we're going to add 12 and another 4, so that's 16, 23 total points of damage there, Grim, as he strikes you with this Radiant Rune Spear. He is going to attack you a second time as well. 18 is going to connect. for another 11 points of damage. All right, this one here is going to make his way to the edge of the building, take a couple of shots at Glory.
Okay, Glory's dodging, so.
All right, both of those will miss. I'll post 2 more to see if they were a fumble. They were not. I guess only one of them would have been a fumble, but you get the idea. All right, this guy here is going to make his way to the edge and take a couple of shots at Runok. That second one is going to connect. 10 points of damage on Runok.
Okay, my temp HP are gone.
All right, this guy here is going to move to sort of the edge of the building here, Barnaby, putting you into that flank position as he drops the bow in his hand, and he is going to pull out a rapier from his side. After he does that, and you're like, yeah, this guy's definitely going to try to attack me with this rapier, he decides to go a different route, and you notice he beats a set of phantasmal wings. So he just starts moving his shoulders, and you notice sort of ephemeral wings where wings might be. They move very quickly. I'll need you to make a dexterity saving throw there, Barnaby.
All right. And how much temp HP was given out earlier? I don't remember.
14. 1-4.
And Adam, also, I'm at a +5 on my saving throws now, too. So.
All right. You will easily succeed on that. No additional ill effects. Okay. So, Laud or Glory, do you have any potions or other shiny things, if not potions, at your belt?
Glory does? I don't think Laud does. Let me double check. Yeah, I used like all of my potions and stuff, so I mean, I don't think anything would be shiny that's on him.
Fair enough.
It's
So
got a
he's
flask of oil, but that's not shiny.
Yeah, I would say not that. He's targeting Glory anyhow, so he's going to try to grab that off of Glory's belt. 17. So let's see. 8 plus 3, 11. Even if he had a +5 strength, that'd be a 16. So yeah, he is going to successfully grab that. Is that just a potion of healing?
There's actually both a regular and a greater potion of healing. I assume like both would be on the belt. I don't know.
That makes sense to me. Just pick high or low and roll any die. If you get equal or less than whatever you picked, we'll say it's the worst one. If it's not what you picked, we'll say it's the better one.
Okay. I'm gonna just roll a d4 and I'll say it's gonna be high.
All right. So 2. He does grab the better of the potions then, and he's going to then disengage and make his way over here. All right, this guy here is like, oh my goodness, did you see that man jump, leap, grab the building, and climb to the top? Oh my goodness. This lady in the corner is kind of scanning around, looking at you guys, going, whoa, what's going on? This guy is a little bit confused at what's going on. He's going to get his way out of here. All right, you notice your guide kind of blinks, looks back. Here's what Caliban said. He is going to then disengage and make his way off. This individual is kind of same deal, trying to get a little bit of distance as they're not quite sure what's going on. All right, we get to Laud's turn. Your shield dissipates.
Okay, so Laud will kind of take out his loot. Gone from sight, yet standing near. Strike unseen and disappear. And he's going to cast Greater Invisibility on himself and disappear.
Okay.
Find the button. Okay, and then I've got 20 feet of movement, so I'll move, say, 5, 10, 15, 20 to there. And that will end my turn.
All right, this guy kind of is looking around as he feels this heavy gust of movement from a heavy guy move next to him. He looks, what's going on? What was that? This guy's like, yeah, I'm getting out of here. He just walks out of the way. This guy's not sure what's going on, so he's just hanging out there. This guy sees commotion kind of breaking out, so he's going to make his way out of here as well. All right, from this rooftop, This guy's going to make his way here, and he's going to take a couple of shots at Runok. That 22 is going to connect for 7 points of piercing to Runok. This guy's going to take a couple of shots down at Archgale.
They're attacking us. Don't you see that, you stupid monkeys?
Archgale, both of those are going to connect. And that is going to be 11 points of damage to Archgale. All right, this one here cannot see Laud, so he's definitely not going to target him. So let's see, Runok. So Glory has another potion. Runok, did we say you had something on your belt or no?
No, I don't have nothing.
All right, so he's looking for that potion on Glory's belt loop, so he's going to step to there. Unable to snag it, he then disengages. Makes his way to there. All right, Runok.
Okay. Runok is going to reach out and say to Archgale, use this however you want. And he's going to touch him, and he's going to cast Fly on himself and Archgale. And then he is going to fly to the roof over here. I think it gives you 60 feet.
I believe so, yep.
So that is the action, but he is going to fly over to this roof over here where you saw that last person shoot him.
All right, I'm going to put you there in just one moment. All right, there we go. So we got concentration and the fly on you, and you fly up to here. This is what you're able to see. If for some reason you cannot move once you're up there, obviously just let me know where you're going, and I'll tweak where your movement is.
Okay. And there's a dude.
So that guy's actually inside the building, so you don't see him. Only the Birdman's
Okay.
on the roof.
Okay, I just want to make sure. All right. So I'll fly over there and I'll say, "Why are you attacking us?" And I guess as a bonus action, I will do one use of my second wind just to get some hit points back.
All right. Surprisingly, he responds to you when you ask this, and he just kind of blinks at you and he says, "You got money."
No, we spent it all, you fools.
Then you got stuff worth money.
Well, you're gonna die now. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This is a short-lived relationship between you and I. That's the end of my turn. I'm just gonna second wind and end there.
All right, fair enough. All right, this monkey here is going to target Archgale, trying to steal his vial. And manages to do so, grabbing that vial of light, disengaging, and making his way off. All right, Archgale, as soon as you feel this get pulled out from your side, what would you like to do?
Okay. Let me remove that first. Okay. Do all of these building rooftops look about the same height?
Relatively, yep.
Okay, then I'm just gonna fly to the corner of this north one here. True north? Yeah, true north.
Is that the one closest to you, or you want to just point where it is you'd like to go?
Yeah, right here.
All right, fair enough. You fly up to there. The two birdmen are on the roof. The woman that you're seeing is inside, so you don't see her.
Oh, wonderful. I'm here now. And I presume I can see all of my other friends as well
Yes, you can.
on the rooftop. Okay. Fun, fun, fun. Okay. Hmm. Well, I didn't expect to get this far. Uh, so I'm going to. I guess I'm going to firebolt the one to my left.
All right, you cast Firebolt. This will be at disadvantage due to having an enemy within 5 feet of you. Go ahead and post that.
Oh, I see. I see. Okay. Well, that is fine.
20 will still hit. Yeah, that fireball singes across the air, strikes into the Birdman.
Well, that's not. No, that's horrible. Well, 3 plus 2 is 5, but I should have an additional plus 5 for potent spellcasting.
All right, I'll take 10 off. You can double check that on your sheet in between your next turn.
Yeah, I don't know why that it's toggled on. I don't know why it didn't apply. And then okay. Bonus action. Um okay. Yeah, I guess I'm gonna end my turn there.
All right, this guy is going to make his way over here. All right, from your rooftop position here, Archgale, you hear a voice from inside saying, "What in the world is going on up there?" All right, top of the next round, we've got Glory.
All right, Glory's. I'm angry, and we'll rage. And then I'm gonna chase down the monkey. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. This person's in the way. Can I, like, attack around them?
You can.
To this
The
monkey?
will get cover.
Okay, I'm going to recklessly attack and try to smash this monkey. If I were to kill it, I want to do it like non-lethally if possible, but I don't know if I can with the halberd. Uh, 24. Does that hit?
24 does hit.
And then attack again.
So that's good enough. So basically, you smash down into him. That will definitely take the monkey down. I'm not sure if you can non-lethal with a reach weapon. I'll have to double check that. For now, I'm just going to put an X through the monkey, but yes, he is definitely down.
Okay. And then I'm guessing, so I can't end my space in this person's turn. So really can't do all that much. I think I'll just end my turn here.
All right. And we've got this one's turn. So yeah, he's attacking you, Archgale, with his long spear. 19 is going to smash
I will
into you.
shield.
All right, go ahead and burn that slot. He then attacks you a second time. And your shield is able to absorb both of those. Alrighty, this guy's turn. He's going to attack you, Barnaby, here on the flank.
He had a bow in hand at one time, so
Yep, he's going to drop that bow as he grabs onto his spear and then attacks you.
sounds good.
So that will be a 17 with the flank bonus, which is just going to miss you.
Yep.
He is going to graze you for 3 points of damage and then attack you a second time. That one will connect.
I'd like to shield, but I can't.
I was going to say, that doesn't sound right. So that's going to be another 15 points of damage on top of the 3 grays, so a total of 18 there.
All right, I'm having a hard time taking it off my temp, so I'll manage it a little. I'm going to take all my temp and then some other.
All right, fair enough. All right, Caliban, you're going to notice this Birdman is going to use his Steady Aim special ability and then attack you twice.
Is he's shooting at me short range like that?
No, he's attacking with a spear, so this is going to be at advantage. That first one is 1 roll. Let me fix that. Here's the second part of that 1 roll. So that's going to be a 22 to hit you. It's going to be 17 points of damage on the first attack. He will then attack you a second time, also at advantage. 24 is also going to hit for another 13, so a total of 30 points of damage there, Caliban.
Ouch.
All right, this guy is dead, so we'll get rid of him. All right, this person is effectively out of combat, so I'm going to remove them. All right, Grim, you're going to notice as this Birdman is going to leap across the building to here, and then he is going to attack you as he swaps his bow for his spear and attacks you a couple of times. 15 against your AC of 13 is going to connect for 7 points of damage. He then attacks you a second time. 15 also going to connect for 14 more points of damage. This monkey's going to make his way out. Alrighty, this guy senses that things are not as they're supposed to be, so he's going to make his way out of here. And yeah, you guys hear kind of like a general commotion of what in the world's going on as people kind of start rushing out of this central area. Barnaby.
All right, the silver one, or the ones that flapped its wings, I'm going to go ahead and attack him.
All right. That will miss.
And so I will go ahead and attack again. This time I'm going to do gooder.
You do indeed. That 23 will connect. All
And
right.
if I don't kill him, I'm going to do a smite.
That does not kill him. Feel free.
I'm going to use my free smite that I get as a paladin. So I'll go ahead and just remove that. I have one of those divine smites.
That'll do it. That's enough to drop him as he falls to the rooftop.
And so I can't bonus action, but I'll look at the other birdie and I'll give him the bird. Okay.
All right. All right. That takes us up to this guy's turn. He's going to move to here and take a couple of shots at Runak. 20 and 22 are both going to connect. 3 points of damage. I'll let you deduct that. Hopefully that'll auto-roll your concentration check there, Runak, before I post the next one. All right. You failed concentration.
I have advantage on these.
All right. So please roll another con save. So that was a roll of 1. So just go ahead and roll again. All right. You do maintain concentration. So I'm going to go ahead and throw that back on you. All right, the second one that hits you, here comes that damage. So that's going to be another 4 points. All right, and you managed to maintain your concentration. Lud, you're probably the only one paying attention. You're going to notice the exotic animal shopkeeper also makes his way out of here. All right, we're to Caliban.
You did your best. Let me try my best. Let's try to hack this guy.
20 will hit. That will wound him. 21 will also hit. As you slash him both sides of his body, wounding him twice.
Since he didn't go down, I am going to use my action surge. Burn that. For 2 more. This guy seems to be a little tougher than the other one.
Indeed. 14 is going to miss as the Birdman evades your strike.
Oh,
That
even
will
worse.
miss as well.
And then I will use my bonus action to second wind. Because I'll call out Archkill. I'm really hurt up here.
Nice roll.
Yeah, that was timely. And my turn.
All right, this guy is also slain, so we'll remove him. Okay, Grim.
All right, the guy to my north is going to receive a fiery shamshir.
Yes, that connects and lights his wings a bit on fire.
That plus this fire.
All right, that slash wounds him.
And then a shield bash, so strength saving throw, please. 17.
Yes, you managed to knock him prone.
Okay, second attack.
21 will connect. Wounding him a second time.
Okay, now I have this, so it's good we kind of understand this. Now at level 9 I get that. So I'm gonna I want to do is sap him, please, not vex him.
Okay, so I'm going to give him a down arrow.
Oh shoot, I forgot to call that out too. Whoops.
I did write because yours had sap in the text, so I went ahead and gave him the down arrow on mine.
Oh, thanks, Adam.
All right, this guy's going to move to here, take a couple of shots at Runok. Both of which will connect. So 6 points. All right, you maintain concentration, and then another 5 points. Also maintaining concentration. This guy's going to make his way out of here, along with this guy. All right, so this guy will stand, and then he's going to circle around you here, Grim. And he's going to attack you first at disadvantage due to the sap. That 11 will miss. Second attack is normal. 22 is going to connect, dealing 10 points of damage. All right, this one is going to take a couple of shots at Barnaby. That first one is going to be a fumble, so let me go ahead and roll that. Misses. Second one is a 20, which will connect. 10 points of damage on Barnaby. This guy is also going to take a couple of shots at Barnaby. First will miss, second is a crit. All right, maximum damage plus normal. So we're going to add another 8 to that, so 16 points of damage to you, Barnaby. All right, that monkey is slain, so he's not doing anything. This guy's going to make his way out of here. Same with this woman. Same with this guy. All right, the guide continues rushing away from this area. Okay, Laud, you're invisible. What would you like to do?
Okay, so I'm going to start by moving 5, 10, 15 to here. I think I should be able to see in all three directions. Can I see any of the monkeys still? I have a crossbow range of 320, so I can
do
see any of them
not.
that have.
So
Okay.
think
I
of
do
it
see this
as,
guy on the map, though.
Do you want to point or ping or something? Oh, yeah. Sorry, that one you can certainly see.
Okay, but not the other ones. Okay, I think this one had the vial of light in it, so I want to take a shot at that one with the true strike.
That is
double
correct.
check.
Yep.
Okay, so this one at advantage because I'm invisible.
Yes, that will hit.
All right, gotta do the crit thing. 1 sec. And then I didn't call it out. It's piercing by default. Radiant if I choose. So I'm normally not choosing, so I guess that'd be piercing as the primary damage, right?
Sure, that works. All right, so just go ahead and post the crit damage.
Okay. And then I gotta
yes,
do the follow on radiant as well. I think that probably takes him out anyway. But
it does indeed, but overkill, you might say. So yes, the monkey is definitely dead.
okay. And then I have 5 more feet of movement, so I'm going to move so that they don't know exactly where I took that shot from, and end my turn there.
All right, this guy's going to make his way out of here. Same with this one. All right, this one is fighting against you here, Runak, and he's going to switch his bow to his rapier and attack you a couple of times. 11 is going to miss. He'll then attack a second time and miss again. All right, this one is going to attack you, Archgale. But miss both times as well. All right, Runak.
Was our guide in on it?
You call that out, but don't hear any immediate response.
All right. Yeah, I will swing out with my greatsword.
Oh, I'm sorry. Were you trying to ask that question of this guy?
Yeah, the guy I'm fighting.
Gotcha. Okay, I didn't follow that. He just kind of looks at you quizzically like he's confused.
I guess that's racist to me. Not all bird folk are alike. All right. Here we go.
That'll certainly hit. All right, go ahead and post your crit damage.
Should I do the great weapon thing, my macro? I'm not sure how to do that with that.
Yes, and then we're probably going to have to roll some extra dice, but you can do that. All right, so that rolls... okay, and then throw 2d6 more. Okay, and I think your great weapon lets you re-roll 1s and 2s, is that right?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm just going to add those two together for 20 points of damage. All right, so that mighty chop wounds this individual badly.
Okay. Also, when I crit, I get to do a bonus action attack.
Okay.
So I'm going to do that on this guy.
That will miss.
Okay. And then my extra attack.
That'll hit. And that is enough to slay the Birdman.
Okay. And looking across the roofs here, I can't really see where the bad guys are, but is there one that's relatively closer to me that I can see on one of these roofs?
So as you scan quickly on the roofs, you see 2 birdmen on this roof fighting Archgale. You see 2 on this roof, both with bows firing. You see 1 standing here fighting Caliban. You see 1 down here fighting against Barnaby. You see 2 down on this rooftop firing with bows. And you see over on this rooftop, you've got Grim fighting with 1, and there's another one pretty close to him. And that is all the birdmen you see.
All right. You said Archgale's fighting 2 of them?
Yes.
All right. I'm going to roll over to there then.
You're going to fly over? Sure. Okay. So you fly and landing like right next to the enemies. Is that okay?
Yep. I'd prefer to be as close to 2 of them as I could. Okay. Yep. That would be great.
All right. You fly over
and then
on the roof.
I'm going to action surge.
Okay.
And then I'm going to swing out at the one to my south first.
Okay.
I'll use a luck point to do this with advantage.
All right. $21 will hit. All right, your blade slashes down, catching him in the chest, wounding him.
All right. Since he didn't die, I'm just going to do the second attack against the same target.
Same target. Okay. 18 will also hit. Wounding him a second time as he starts huffing a bit.
That's the end of my turn.
All right, this monkey has been slain. Archgale.
All right. Since I heard 1 screen for help, I will help. I will cast Healing Word on Caliban.
All right, you're able to
At
see
the
him on
second
the other
level?
roof. That works.
All right. How many dice? Okay, there we go.
Awesome. Thank
All
you.
right. You're welcome. That is my bonus action. I will cast Toll of the Dead on the one to my west, south of Runok. Damaged one. Damaged bird.
Yeah, that's going to work on him. All right, the necrotic energy courses through his body, wounding him some more.
Oh, and I get to heal myself a little bit because of that. For you cast heal on others, you immediately right here. And then my turn.
All right, this guy is going to beat a quick retreat. This guy as well. This one as well, running away from glory. This one will also make her way out. And this one is effectively out of combat, so we move to the top of the next round. We're a little over halfway through our session, guys, so let's go ahead and pause, take our 15-minute break here.
Sounds good.
That's good. Thanks, Adam.
Word.
All right, everybody, we're picking up where we left off. Let's get you guys back over to the battle map. All right, and we are at the top of the round with glory.
Okay, so the first thing I'll do is take a step over and retrieve that greater potion of healing that this monkey had stolen.
All right, you're able
That's
to
a
do so.
free object.
Interact with object, yep. And then I did confirm by rule that when you try to knock somebody out with a melee weapon, it works. So it doesn't say any limitations on reach. So I've changed him to unconscious. He's sleeping it off.
Okay, and then I will attempt to climb up to the top of this. I have 25 more feet of movement without like a dash or anything. So as far as that'll get me.
All right, athletics check.
Okay.
I don't already say that lot, but I think Glory has the ability to fly and he activates something.
He does. I just don't feel like using it for that because I don't know where everything is anyway. So I'd rather just climb and see what I got.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, you partially climb up the side of the building with your remaining movement. You said you had 25, so that's half movement to get you up there. So you're about you're basically right at the edge of the building with that movement.
Okay, I'll go ahead and dash
to try to go the rest of the way.
All right, you're able to do so, climbing up to the top.
Oh, sorry. Actually, Gloria has 40 feet of movement, so I don't know if that will make a difference or not. But
Yes, that would have got him up the first bit then. So assume he has 5 feet of movement left, and he's at the top.
okay, I'm probably gonna end up dashing anyways. So this is this accurate that it's like 10 feet across?
It is, yep.
the-
And you
Okay, and
notice
then
as
can
you
I-
look over to that roof, you notice Runak and a Birdman right at the edge of that roof. So you'd be like essentially jumping into their space. If you're trying to jump over, though, you could jump this way. This would get you to a clear space of the roof.
Okay, so I have 40 feet of movement left if I dash. So I'll do that to go ahead and just jump over somewhere safe that I can get to on that side.
All right, so you, with a long jump, you'll have the 10 feet required movement to get the extra jumping, but let me double check the rules on that. All right, so let's see, you can jump up to your strength score as long as you have the 10-foot momentum. What is his strength score?
18.
Yep, that'll get you over there. All right, so that costs you 35 feet of movement to leap over to that roof.
Okay, and then can I bonus action pull strike without using my regular attack? I actually don't know that.
You cannot.
Okay, then I will bonus action extend my rage in my turn.
All right. Alrighty, this guy's turn. He is going to attack Archgale with his spear. 22, that is going to connect on Archgale for 7 points of damage, and he will activate his push ability to push you over the side of the building here, Archgale. Go ahead and give me your choice, or actually no, this will just be athletics. Go ahead and throw me an athletics check to see if you manage to cling onto the building before falling off.
Aren't I flying, so don't I get to hover?
Yeah, so if you don't want to hang on, then essentially he pushes you and you're just like hanging in the air there. He'll take his second attack then on Runak. 13 is going to miss. All right, move to this guy's turn, currently attacking Barnaby. He'll do 2 more attacks on Barnaby. The first one will miss, but that second one will connect, dealing 15 points of damage to Barnaby.
Ouch.
And that first one, Barnaby, it misses, but he has graze, so add 3 more on top of that. Alrighty, this guy's turn. He is currently sapped, but he's going to go ahead and activate Steady Aim, and he's going to attack Caliban twice. So first attack will be a normal attack. 20 is going to hit.
I haven't even used a shield because you've rolled so well that it hasn't even been in the shield area. Okay.
He has been rolling well, yes. So that one will hit. That clears the sap, and his second attack will be at advantage thanks to Steady Aim. 23, also going to hit. For another 13, total of 23 points of damage to you there, Caliban. Move to this one here. He's going to step up, attacking Grim on the flank. So that's going to be a 16, which is going to hit Grim for 11 points of damage, and then a second attack. A 15, also going to hit Grim for another 5 points of damage. Okay, Barnaby.
All right, let's see what I can do. I'm going to attack this guy. We'll hit him once, see what happens.
Just as an FYI, Barnaby, it sounds like you're playing inside of a factory, but hopefully you're okay.
To be honest, I'm multitasking. One of my dogs decided to kind of barf in the carpet, so I'm also steam cleaning as I'm playing today. Thank you.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right. That 15 is going to connect. All right, that will wound him.
All right, and wow, that did wound him a lot. I'm going to go ahead and this time I'm going to, since it's Vex, I'm going to have an advantage on this attack.
All right. 24, yeah, that'll hit.
All right, and this time I'm going to go ahead and actually, I will go ahead and, as a bonus action, I will go ahead and cast Divine Shield there, or whatever that is. So,
All right, Shield of Faith.
yeah, Shield of Faith. There you go. I need the AC with these other archers here. That'll end my turn, and I'm going to go back to steam cleaning. But I'm in the same room, Adam. So, you know.
All right, fair enough. All right, move to this guy's turn. He's going to go ahead and take a couple of shots at Glory. 18 and 20. Both of those are going to connect.
Yep.
All right, since Glory's raging, that's going to be 2 and 2, 4 points of damage to Glory. And we move to Caliban's turn.
This guy's proving harder than Caliban expected. So Caliban's going to try something new. He holds out his left hand, which is normally a shield, but no shield, and he is going to attempt to cast. I exchanged a spell on my last upgrade. He's going to attempt to hold person on him.
That is going to work as he freezes up.
Worked better than I thought, and I will
Cool.
bonus action. Then we're going to slice and dice him. I'm going to bonus action and do another one of my second wins because ow. And my turn. I just mark myself with concentration.
Yep, yeah, I
there,
just threw that on for you. All right, Grim.
Awesome, thank you.
Okay, bonus action, second win. Now I'm going to attack the guy to my south.
That will miss as he dodges the Shamshir.
Inspiration, I'm going to roll again.
Okay. Yeah, that will connect.
That plus the fire.
All right, blade slashes on his arm, wounding him badly.
And then I'd like to replace my Vex property on this Shamshir to a push. I'd like to push him 10 feet off the roof.
All right, you do so. You notice as he falls off the roof, he glides easily to land.
Okay, I will turn my ire to the one to my north and second attack.
That will miss.
Okay, and then I will add my healing and end my turn.
Alrighty, this guy's turn. He's going to take a couple of shots at Runok. Hitting on the second attack for 4 points of piercing. All right, Runok maintains concentration. This guy's going to scurry his way out of the area.
Oh, is Runok down there? Did I drop him on Runok?
No, Runok is not there. This guy is going to go ahead and take a couple of shots on Barnaby. That second one will manage to connect for 7 points of damage on Barnaby. All right, I believe you also have Warcaster, so go ahead and roll another save.
Yeah, well, actually, on that failed, it doesn't count my saving throw. I have a +5.
Okay, so then that will be a success. All right, so that was his turn on his 2 shots. So we're going to go ahead and move to the next guy. He's going to also take 2 shots at Barnaby. That 20 is going to connect.
Oh, I freaking hate these birds.
9 points of damage. All right, maintaining the concentration as we move to Laud.
I can see like the very corners of outlines on there, and I saw the outline of the character there. Can I see any of those from the ground, those creatures?
Not from your current position.
Okay, so like if I move, let's say like 5, 10, 15 to there.
I would say you can. Yes, you can see 2 figures on that roof. They're going to have cover from any kind of attacks you make.
Okay, That's fine. I still have 5 more feet of movement, so I'm going to take that shot with True Strike. I'm invisible, so I assume these would be at advantage. Actually, let me double check the range to make sure. Yeah, so that should be within the 60.
Yep, that'll work. 21 will hit.
21. Okay. And then damage.
All right, the bolt flies up, strikes into him, wounding him.
Okay, and then I had 5 more feet, so I'll move like there, just to not be in the exact same position, and I will go ahead and end my turn.
All right, and then this guy has since been slain, so we'll get rid of him. All right, this guy's turn. He's going to go ahead and take an attack on Runok. That is going to connect on Runok for 4 points of damage, and then he pushes you. You're also flying, so you're hovering in the air. He will take his second attack on Glory. Which will miss. Okay, Runok, you're flying just off the roof. What would you like to do?
I go, yeah, that's right. We can fly, unlike you. I will rush flying back forward to the one that just hit me. But actually, before him, I'm going to swing at the one to my south.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm just going to do it normal.
17 will connect. All right, you wound him with that attack. As his reaction, he can now move without provoking opportunity attacks. So he is going to move, glide off of the roof, and move this way.
I'll give Jace.
All right, so you fly away from the one that was next to you, provoking an opportunity attack. He will stab out. 19, going to connect. 5 points of piercing. You managed to maintain concentration. I'm going to put you here. Let's see, 5, 10, 15. You've used 20 feet of movement so far.
All right. Fly next to it. No survivors. Swing it again.
That will connect. And yes, he is slain.
Okay. So I should have 20 feet. I'm going to go up to... Actually, there's one down south here. So I'm going to go... Can I get up to there on the roof of this one if I have 20 feet?
Point or ping, where it is? Yes, you can. Yep. Is that where you'd like to go?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll fly over to... Yeah, right there.
Count that as 15. You get to there. This one's kind of a slanted roof, so you're seeing this guy here. This guy's at a lower elevation, so you can partially see him, but not clearly.
Okay, I think because I slayed a creature, I get to make a bonus action attack. Reduce a creature to 0 hit points. Yeah, so I'm going to take my last 5 feet, move to there, and use my bonus action attack on this one here.
All right. That will miss, though.
All right, and that's the end of my turn.
Okay, Archgale.
Okay, first order of business, I cast Healing Word. As a bonus action, that's going to go out to Barnaby. It's just going to be first level, so here it goes. So Barnaby will get 12 back.
That must be Archie.
I'll get 3. I'm going to move back 1 over onto the roof. There we go. And then my action, I cast. Ooh, okay. I'm gonna go with. Let's go with Sacred Flame.
On the one that's closest to you?
Yeah.
All right, you cast Sacred Flame, but the bird dodges it.
All right. That end my turn.
All right, Glory.
Okay. Can I stand here or no?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I wasn't sure if that Buddha thing was in the inside or
That's-
on the roof. Okay.
That is inside, yep.
Okay. All right. So I'm going to attack this creature recklessly with my halberd as the first attack.
That'll crit.
Alright. Let's see. This is slashing, right?
Yes. All right, it's true crit. Go ahead and post your crit damage. 22. That's going to be enough to drop him.
All right. Nice. Then let's see. Can I see any birds from where I'm standing?
Yes,
On
you,
any-
you see the closest one to you is going to be this one here that's on the roof engaged with Grim. You see another one over here, very still, facing off against Caliban. The others are further to your south. And there's also 2 over on this roof up here.
Okay. With my 40 feet of movement, I don't think I can jump to that roof, but I think I could make the jump to that roof potentially with our running start. Is that accurate? Like if I kind of that direction?
So you said
Or
your
no?
strength was 18?
Correct. Yes. And I've moved 5 feet so far.
You'd basically have to move back 5 and then take the 10 for 15, leap across 15. I would say 30 feet would get you to there, but you could do that.
Yeah, I'll do that.
All right, so you take a running start, you jump over to here, landing here. Let me know if you can't see the roof. I can move you slightly, but yes, you're on the other building.
Okay,
Oh,
I can.
hey, Glory.
Hello. And I will attempt to recklessly attack this bird.
All right. Yeah, that'll hit as well.
17. And then if it is not dead, I will pulse strike it.
It is not dead. 21 will hit. Wounding him again.
Okay. And then you said that was 35 feet or all 40 of my movement?
That was a total of 30.
Okay. Then I will move. It won't let me move. I want to move there so that I can get the flank. And that will end my turn.
Nice tactics, buddy.
All right, this
Yeah.
one squawks in anger as it notices you getting a bit replenished there, Barnaby, but it is going to go ahead and attack you nonetheless. It will miss you 2 times, but you will take 2 separate applications of grace, so 3 and then 3 more. All right, you'll fail on that first one. You rolled a 5, you have a +5, so that's a 10, which means it's a success. Go ahead and apply it again. All right, you're good on that one. All right, we move to this guy. He is held, so his turn ends. He makes an immediate new save on the hold, but he is still held. Move to this guy's turn. He is going to slide over to here and then take his couple of attacks on Grim. Both of those attacks will connect on Grim for a total of 24 points of damage as he continues puncturing away with his Radiant Rune Spear as we move to Barnaby.
Let's see if I can hit on the first try this time.
That will hit. And wound him.
All right, that'll give me Vex. I'll swing again.
29, believe it or not, hits.
All right. Well, if I don't kill him, I will smite him.
17 damage will wound him. All right, you smite for another 11. He is looking badly hurt.
All right, that's okay. I still grin at him.
Alrighty, up to this one. Bow in hand. He's going to take a couple of shots at Archgale. Both of those, however, will miss. And we move to Caliban.
All right, this worked out well. Caliban is going to attack the held Kenku. These guys are tough. I'm guessing I get advantage because he's held.
You do indeed, yep. And if you manage to hit, it's an auto crit.
Yes, it's been done to us enough times. It's nice. It's nice there's a payback.
Truth.
I forgot I don't have my shield, so I am going to two-handed attack this thing.
$17 will connect. All right, twice as many
That'll
damage as
work.
normal and a bleed. So go ahead and post damage, and then you'll have to separately roll the extra die. So it's going to be another D10. All right. 11 points of damage dealt to him. And then
Wait,
we're
you
going
said
to
an extra D10? Because that's a D4.
Oh, that was the bleed. Sorry, I
Oh,
didn't do
yeah.
the D10. Yeah, sorry.
Oh, I thought it was a D10. All right. Okay, so all right, so the bleed doesn't take effect yet. I applied 11, but I should have. I'm gonna give him 2 back.
Yeah.
All right, and then let me throw that bleed effect on him.
The D4 was better than the D10. Oh well, let's try this one again.
That happens sometimes. All right, second attack. Yep, that'll hit as well. Maximum damage from your normal damage, and then roll damage and add that again, and then a bigger bleed. All right, so you roll 5. Your maximum damage be another 10 on top of that, so we're going to take 15 off of him.
Yeah, what was the other? What's the bleed?
That's going to be a D12 when he starts his turn.
Okay, sounds good. Progress. I still on my belt have a one more potion, so I'm going to use my bonus action to drink that healing potion.
Okay.
And that will end my turn.
All right, Grim.
Move 5 feet of movement to go there. Bonus action, second wind. And then I'll swing out with my fiery Shamshir.
It's 18 will connect.
And then that plus the fire damage.
All right, that blade catches him in the midsection, wounding him.
Okay, then we're going to require a strength saving throw as I try to bash him to the ground.
You do indeed.
Okay, and then I will second attack.
24 will connect. Wounding him again. He's looking very badly hurt.
And I'd like to sap him with that. Replace my Vex with sap, and I'll end my turn.
Okay, he is sapped. All right, this guy's turn. He's going to take a couple of shots at Archgale. 19 is going to connect.
Shield.
All right, go ahead and burn that slot. As both of the arrows are absorbed by the shield, you will notice him, Archgale, jump off the side of the building and then is out of your line of sight. All right, this guy's turn. He's going to maneuver around to here and then attack you, Runok, a couple of times as he swaps to his rune spear. That 17 is going to manage to hit. That will deal 14 points of damage. All right, you managed to maintain concentration on your fly as we move to this guy's turn. He's going to step up to here, and he's going to beat his phantasmal wings, and I need a deck save from you there, Runok.
I'm gonna no, never mind. I'm just gonna roll.
All right, as he beats these phantasmal wings, you notice this sort of like sparkly bits of dust in the air hits right into your face, and you are blinded.
Okay.
Okay, Laud, it is your turn.
Okay, can I see either of the two that are attacking Laud from where I'm standing? Or not Laud, attacking Runok.
I would say you can, yes, you can see the one north of him. He's going to have cover, though.
Okay, that's fine. I'll take a shot with True Strike from here.
All right,
23.
so with the cover, that will connect, yep. All right,
Okay.
that bolt hits and wounds him.
Okay, and then can I see Runok as well from here?
Barely, but yes.
Okay, I will use a first level. Actually, I gotta make sure I'm in range.
Blue sand in my eyes.
Maybe that's 30. It's got 30. No, it's got 60 feet range. So I'll healing word on Runok
Okay.
at the first level.
All right, 12 HP back to Runok.
All right, and then I will move. It's 5, 10, 15, say 20 to there, and in my turn because that's all my movement.
All right, this guy has since been slain. So Runok, you're blinded. What would you like to do?
Okay. I think this is appropriate for the lucky feat. I'm going to try to blindedly, luckily swing at the one to my south.
Okay.
So it'll just be flat, I assume, right?
That is correct, yeah. 25, yeah, that'll certainly hit. All right, your blade carves right through him and he drops.
Okay. And you know what? I will try to do the same thing for this attack against the one to my north.
Yes, that'll hit as well.
All right. I am actually going to do a thing I have never done before, which is smite him with my Eldritch Smite.
You should try it. It's cool.
Quick. Yeah. So. So I only have 4th levels, so it's going to be 5d8 extra
Yep.
force damage.
All right, that looks right to me. Go ahead and post that.
So that's just my regular damage, and then this is the 5d8.
All right, it looks like it also knocks him prone. So yeah, as you wallop him with this Eldritch Smite, he is going to hit the roof.
Okay, I burned that spell slot, and I have one more attack because I killed something or dropped something to 0. So I have a bonus action attack. Since he's prone, it'll cancel out, right, for just a normal attack?
Yes. 18 will connect. All right, you hit him once again. Okay.
That's it.
We move to Archgale.
Okay, can I see Grim?
You can, yes. He's on the roof just to your east, and he's a little bit lower in elevation than you, so you can see him fully.
Can I fly next to him?
You can. You fly. Now, you'll be within 5 feet of an enemy. Is that okay?
That is okay.
All right, you fly over next to him.
Okay, and then I will... Ooh, okay. That down arrow, I assume, is not the prone icon, so he's not prone.
The other icon is the prone icon, so yes, he is prone.
Okay, wonderful. That looked like one of his feathers. It kind of looks like a mohawk.
Yeah, he's on the ground and he's prone and he's sapped. He's fine.
Oh.
What's up, Archie?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna. Let's see. That is really tempting. I kind of never steal kills. No, I'm not gonna do that.
No, help
All right.
yourself. That's anyone's turkey.
XP
I,
for everybody.
I'm not really good at that sort of thing, so I'm just gonna reach over and at the third level cast the thing Cure Wounds on Grim. Well, actually, hold on. Is Grim on some? Oh, okay, I see. I think I see. Is his?
Yeah, I'm not
Gotcha.
really
Okay.
dead. No.
Sorry, I saw the other kind. Second level then. He will get that many hit points back,
Thanks, buddy.
and I will get 4 back. I do not have. Oh, you know what? For my bonus action, I will use my one ability to heal myself as soon as I can find it. This one. And I end my turn. I'll roll that d8.
All right. Okay, top of the round, Glory.
Glory kill. And I'm going to attack this one. I'm not going to move. I understand I'm losing flank. With the halberd.
22 will
22.
hit. That is going to do enough damage to kill him outright.
All right. And then I can see the creatures on this roof, right?
I didn't see where you were aiming. Which one are you looking towards? You can see one creature on that roof. Yes.
Okay. Do I think it would be reasonable to try to make that jump with a running jump? It's like twice as far as the other ones, but
You
Glory's
wouldn't.
angry and wants to smash.
He could try. What I'll say is he would have to make an athletics check to basically grab onto the ledge after he does the running jump.
All right, let's do it. Glory,
I could do it.
Glory wants to smash.
And he hasn't
Glory
moved
smash!
at all yet, right?
Right. Yes. That's why I saved the movement, was to get that running start and potentially have movement on the other side.
All right, yeah, throw me an athletics check. I'm looking for DC 18 here to land perfect, and if you're within 5, you grab onto the ledge.
Okay, and I think I might have something that gives me advantage on athletics checks. Let me double check.
I think when you're raging, that's how it works.
Yeah, I can't find the ability, but I'll just roll it and we'll see. You said acrobatics or athletics? Sorry.
Athletics. So 21, I'm pretty sure rage gives you advantage on athletics. We can do a double check, but yes, you will just land there with a very long jump.
Okay, and then I would like to recklessly attack, but I want to use this ability that's going to remove the advantage on it. It's brutal strike.
You don't need to necessarily reckless. Oh, I guess if you want to do that, but
Yeah.
Because it's prone right now.
Yeah, I was gonna just try to hit it harder. So
yeah, that works.
Which I think it's the way I read this, it says forgo any advantage. So even though like it's prone, I think it's a straight up roll. Is that right?
I mean, that's how it's worded. That seems kind of dumb, but yeah, that is how it's worded.
18.
18 will hit.
Okay, so that plus another D10. 13.
All right, you forcefully wallop him.
And then polearm strike, which I think should be at advantage.
It will be because you reckless and he's prone. So yep, go ahead and post that damage. All right, that will wound him. He will then take his reaction and fall off the ledge here and crawl to here.
Can I sentinel that?
The way the ability is worded is it provokes no opportunity attacks.
Okay.
Anything else?
And that'll be my.
Glory?
Yeah, that's the end of the turn.
All right, this guy's pretty badly wounded. He's going to come over to here. He's going to attack you, Barnaby, a couple of times. Thanks to your Shield of Faith, those will both miss. He will then step to here. Do you want to take an opportunity attack?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
All right, go make your attack. That will hit. Go ahead and post your damage. He is going to be wounded badly about that. One thing I forgot to mention is he has graze, so you'll take 6. So we'll see if that would have dropped. It's not going to matter, but yeah, just take 6 damage. All right, so then you wound him. Then he activates his ability, so now he has a lot of movement. So let's see. So he's significantly far off map. All right, so so just roll another con save on that one, Barnaby. All right, so that one would be a success. Then you would apply damage again.
I already did 3 and then 3. I thought, yeah. Oh, maybe not. I pushed it, but
so when you applied it the first time, it would have dropped it off because it looked like you failed. So just roll a con save at advantage, and we'll see if you maintain. Okay, 13. So you are good. We'll go ahead and put that icon back on you.
Yeah. I was just gonna. Yeah, that's what happened. It failed, and it took it off automatically. I'm gonna add me 3 more hit points because I took the ones off. It just didn't show.
All right, fair enough. Okay, Caliban, please roll me a D4 and a D12 bleed damage for this guy.
Oh my
man.
god. Oh my god.
All right, so he bleeds a little bit, but he then does shake off the paralysis.
Oh no. That's the end of his turn, though.
It is indeed. Yep, so he gets no turn as we move to Barnaby.
All right, you say that he's very far off, but can I still see him?
Give me a quick perception check, because obviously he's moving through a city. There's other people, buildings, obstructions, all of that. Yeah, you do spot him in the distance. He's about 55 feet away from you. That first one will connect. He had 1 HP left, so he dropped.
He just had to die.
He does indeed.
All right, and with my bonus action, I'm going to take my healing. I'm going to add 30 hit points to me.
Okay. All right, move up to this guy's turn. He's going to take a couple of shots at Archgale. That 23 is going to connect, dealing 9 points of damage. Then he's going to scamper off the roof and out of sight. All right, Caliban.
I need some help up here, guys. And Caliban is going to attempt to grapple this guy. Going to try to restrain, grapple him.
All right, so he has to make a saving throw, Dex or Strength, his choice, to avoid. 12 is not going to be enough, so you have grappled him. That takes one of your attacks.
Oh, I didn't realize I thought that was going to take the whole action. I probably should have whacked him first. Now that I have a hold of him, there's not much I can do because I'm assuming I'm.
You can make your other
holding him.
attack.
Oh, okay.
Right, because you have one free hand and one hand of the long sword, right? So you have one hand on him, then you have one-handed attack. But yeah, you can do that.
All right, I'll one-handed attack him.
That will miss, however.
That will miss him.
If he's restrained, do you get an advantage on it?
He's only grappled, not restrained.
Okay, all right.
Okay, I will. Yeah, I think that's where I will end. Again, call out, need some help, and then my turn.
Okay, Grim.
All right, what do I see on the roofs here?
All right, you scan around the roofs. The only enemies that you spot are one left on the rooftops, which is over here, and then one on the ground over here.
Where's Caliban bitching about wanting help?
He is this one here, the only one on the roof. He's right next to it.
Okay. My strength score is 20. Do you think I can get to this guy?
Yes. Yep. I would say you can do that pretty easily. So 5, 10, jump to here. So that's 25 feet of movement you've used so far.
Okay. And I'm gonna go to. Okay, so I want to make the corner leap to here. So I'm going to use a bonus action dash.
You mean action dash?
No, bonus action dash with my adrenaline rush.
All right. So using an adrenaline rush. All right. So that gives you 30 more movement. Your max speed's 25.
I have 5. My max strength is 20. I have 5 feet of movement left, but I didn't want to know if I should move here for the 10 feet.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see. So you got 35 to spend then, essentially.
Yes, I do.
I'd say you can do that. So you run, you leap across, and you land there.
Hi, Caliban. Okay, now I'm gonna burn. Let me burn my adrenaline rush.
Let's
4 temp.
take this one alive.
I'm not good at that. Okay, attack with the fiery shamshir.
23 will connect. 25 actually with flank, but yep, that'll hit.
That plus the fire damage.
All right, that will wound him as it strikes him in the back.
Okay, and then I'm going to ask for a strength save for the smash him on prone. Is he prone?
He is not. He's grappled, but yes, you also knock him prone.
Oh, okay. So you want me to like just not kill him?
Maybe we can make him pay.
Whoops.
All right, there's a critical
I don't know
hit.
how to do that.
I aim my fire just at the right area.
All right, max plus normal, so go ahead and post normal.
Or we can just cook him. That works fine too.
All right, so I'm adding another 8 and 4, 12, so that's 24 points of damage on that. And then a third bleed effect. I can't apply another bleed effect. I'm out of icons, but I'll remember.
I don't like this. I mean, really, like, you knock him out.
Alrighty, that guy's in very bad shape. All right, this guy's turn. He is going to stand from prone. And
I was also like, I kind of missed it on the last turn. It was the first time I used the ability. If it's too late, it's fine. I wanted to hamstring strike him, which would reduce his movement to 15. If that's not possible, it's fine.
yeah, I'm just gonna move line. I'm not even sure when that point happened, but remember that for next time. All right,
Okay.
so this guy spent 15, and then he's gonna move 15, and then dash for an extra 30. So he'll be a ways off map. This guy is slain, so we move to log.
Okay, can I see the guy that was running away? Or no?
Throw me a perception check. Again, he's moving through, obstructions, awnings, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you do.
Okay, I will move a little bit closer, 5, 10, 15, 20, to try to get within 60. I don't know if I am.
Let's take a quick double check. You are exactly 60 feet away.
Okay, then I will take a shot at him with True Strike.
That'll hit.
Nice.
Oh, he had 8 left. So you wound him badly.
Okay, I don't think that there's anything else that I can do damage-wise, so, and I can't really see anybody, so I guess that's just gonna end my turn. Damn it!
That's a page out of my book, leaving them with 1.
All right, Runak.
All right, Runak's still blind, so he's not really sure what to do here. He's like, "Hey, anyone else around me? Hello?
I'm here. What do you want?
Where are the bad guys? I can't see. He sprayed dust in my eyes."
Running away, and the other one's fighting Caliban. Over there.
All right.
He says
I
over
guess-
there, which to a blind guy doesn't mean.
Yeah.
Glory's angry, he's not thinking.
Runak unsure of what to really do. I guess we'll ready an action so that if he gets attacked by something, he will try to swing his sword at it.
All right, fair enough.
And actually, is there a way to like rub his eyes or do something to reduce this blindness?
Nothing that seems obvious to you.
Okay. If it doesn't seem like something he could physically fix, that's what he's going to do.
All right, you ready for the action? As you end your turn, the blind fades away as you blink your eyes open. All right, Archgale.
Okay, I want to fly. I think Caliban's over here, right?
He is, yeah. Do you want to land on that roof?
Yeah, I do. And preferably, I don't know how Grim and him are positioned, but if he's attacking something, I want to get in with that.
All right, I'll put you right here as you fly 50 feet and land right by everybody.
Oh, hey, Archie.
Hey, long time no see. Okay. Gonna do the thing. Toll the dead.
Caliban wants him alive, I guess.
Oh. He wants him alive?
We should make him pay, but whatever.
Okay. I will go, hearing that, I will go for a non-lethal strike.
With what?
My silver short sword.
Okay, so you draw a sword to your hand and strike out. This will be at advantage.
Ooh. Wow, okay.
Yes, that will connect.
Ignore the 5. There's no... I don't know why the potent spell casting applied to that.
All right, that's good enough, though. He is knocked unconscious.
That being my action, I end my turn.
All right, Glory's turn.
All right, I'm gonna run to the edge of the roof over here. Can I get to like that point on the roof?
Yeah,
I'm
you
trying
could.
to get. All right, I'm trying to get to like the edge of the roof to see if I can see that Kenku that's running away.
Sure, yeah. So you run up to here. Go ahead and throw a perception check. You do, indeed. Yeah, he's way out there. He's, let me check real quick. He's going to be 35 feet away from that point.
Okay, I will recklessly attack and throw a spear at him, which should basically it would be at disadvantage normally, but the
I think
reckless should negate
reckless
that.
only applies to melee attacks. Double check that.
It says strength based, so I'll post it.
Ooh, that might be a 2024 change then. Okay, yeah, that'll work. So straight up shot. 12 will miss.
All right, throw another one.
Okay, you grab another javelin from your side, and that one will connect. And he had 1 HP left, so he is dead.
All right, and I think that's pretty much all I can do there. So I'll get kind of closer to try to jump, or I can't move. I'm stuck, but I'll move like 10 feet back here because I want to try to like jump across here on the next turn if there is one, and that'll end my turn.
All right, on this guy's turn, he's currently unconscious, but then he takes D12, D4, and D8 blade damage, so unfortunately he dies.
Oh no, right. I forgot about that.
When you said he had all that many, I was like, oh, it must be the same guy.
Yes, it was not good for him. All right, I'm doing a
Archie,
quick
you
double
killed
check.
him anyway. Caliban wanted him alive. Archie.
That wasn't me.
All right, that is all opponents, guys. Everybody is dead. So yeah, we are out of battle.
Not sure if they made off with any of our stuff, but this one should be able to. Wait, did he just die?
Laud's gonna run over here to this monkey that he shot earlier because he knew it had the vial of sunlight, and he will retrieve that.
Yeah, so as far as stolen things, the only things you guys recovered was the bigger healing potion and the vial of sunlight. The other things that were stolen, the monkeys made off with them.
Yeah, I think that was 2 potions of healing, if I remember right.
These
I'm gonna-
Kenku, the one that we just killed, or these Kenku were using some pretty gnarly spears. Are they too small for us, or are they? I guess I'll search the body if he's got anything else on him.
So you notice the spear that he is holding. As you pick it up, you notice the light that was along the runes is no longer there as it is in your hands.
I would like to
Okay.
pick through the bodies and see if there's anything on the. Well, I'm not on the roof, so I might not be able to do that. But like anything that's down here. And Glory will take a look at the ones that are up on the roof with Glory.
All right, I will assume you guys spend some time searching all of these bodies. You do find their gear, which is studded leather armor, several sets of that. They had spears, longbows, arrows. The other guys were also wearing studded leather armor, so several sets of that, more arrows, some rapiers. As far as coinage, you find a total of 226 silver pieces amongst all of the bodies.
226. Okay, I'll add that to the bag of holding.
Well, that helps buy back some healing potions, right?
Hey, wait a minute. Caliban, do you think if we wore studded leather armor, we won't be as hot?
The studded armor is pretty small. I don't think you're just going to squeeze into the same armor that a Genku is wearing.
What are you trying to say?
It'd be like a thong on you, and oh god, I can't get that on my head now.
Is it possible to get down from the roof without injuring myself by like hanging off the side and kind of dropping?
Yep, in fact, there's an awning over here, so you make your way down, drop to the awning, you can get down pretty easily.
Can I examine? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is there any special markings on the armor that identify them as some type of gang? Because any affiliation with a group?
Give me a
Yeah,
perception
and-
check there, Grim, as you look for anything like that.
Runak will pass along the limited conversation he had with that one and the fact that they were targeting us to rob us, basically.
You will notice that on one body, and then as you piece this together, look at some of the other ones, it does seem like on their armor near the collarbone area, you see what looks to be a black talon sort of burned into the armor.
Black talon. You see that, Caliban? Archie, write this in your notebook.
Okay. I'm not gonna
I'm
write
taking
that
this.
down.
Take the patch. Take it.
I'm taking it. I'm putting it in my inventory right now.
Well, it's burned into the armor, so unless you want to cut away armor, you could do that. It's studded leather, so you could cut away a piece of the leather if you wish.
Okay, I'll do that.
Yeah, we'll make that group pay. That was a very expensive encounter.
How many of
Stole
them
some
did
stuff.
How many of them did we kill? I mean, bring back to justice.
Like 6.
Your
And a
question
couple-
is,
Couple monkeys.
where's the city guards?
Might not be any.
I'm going to carefully come off the roof, Adam.
All right.
I'm gonna
we're able
fly
to do
off
so.
the roof.
Yeah, and
All
I'll,
right.
I'll be off the roof too. Yeah.
And me as well. I'm going to come on.
Hey, Barnaby, this monkey over here, he's not dead. Maybe you could talk to him and find where the other monkeys went, and we could get our potions back.
Oh yeah, I'll do that. Here, monkey. All right, Adam. I'm going to toss my my always used, commonly used speak with animals.
All right. What would you like to say to his body?
Is he dead or?
He's unconscious. We'd have to wake him up.
Oh,
so-
I'll come over here and ask some other of my friends to help me keep him down or whatever.
I think we have some rope.
There you go.
Did the exotic pet merchant leave anything behind?
There are cages with birds in it. As this battle is over, I will say you notice a lot of onlookers off in the distance. And within the moments, you guys starting to come down, get off the roofs, that sort of thing, you start to notice people start making their way back on the streets and kind of talking and looking at you guys carefully, but start kind of edging around once again. And yes, you'll notice that guy starts making his way back to his center area.
Are there any
also-
monkey cages or anything?
There are no monkeys in cages, only exotic birds in cages. When you guys first came here, the monkeys were all free and just kind of standing around him.
Yeah, no leashes or anything like that.
No.
Okay.
If it has not already worn off, Laud will drop his concentration on invisibility, become invisible again.
I think that's a 1 minute duration, so yes, that would have been done.
I'd like to ask some of the people coming back through just, do you recognize the symbol, the black talon?
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Are you sure you want me to do that? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought.
You ask this one lady as she's making her way back up, and you see she looks at you with sort of fear in her eyes and says, no, I don't talk, and just moves past you.
Seawall is nothing like Zobek.
I'll walk over to the exotic animal vendor and be like, "Wait, those monkeys not yours? Are they just wild monkeys?"
You see he looks towards you and he says, well, they are here many times. They draw people in to buy the birds, but no, they don't belong to me. They're in this area.
Oh,
How much is a bird?
Oh, you want to buy bird? Oh, I have many beautiful birds. See, green, red, blue, yellow. Which color do you like best?
Return our portions now.
What?
I don't think they're his monkeys.
You don't think they're his monkeys. They're just here to help him sell the birds? Listen to yourself.
I think he's
Steal our
in on it.
potions.
No. You see, I have the foods of all the different pets, and the monkeys know that I throw the food to the birds and to some of my other pets, and they come around and they stack and they go, and they run around, and this is why they're always here.
Can we insight check that?
If you would like to try, certainly.
Nailed it.
Yeah, Lon. This is a totally honest guy.
Oh, I think this guy's in on it. Right here from the start.
Anyone? Hey. I'll call for Runak or Grim or someone. Can come here.
Actually, I'm not going to. I'm going to flank on the back and say, listen, you little liar. You see all these dead Kenku? You better start telling the truth right now, because you set him up to steal our stuff. Fess up. And I try to intimidate him.
Feel free to make an intimidation check. You see, he looks for you and says, No, I say truth. I tell you, it's not what you think. They are just around here in the area. I don't have any kind of group with them.
Oh, come on, Grim. Be nice to him. Look, he's just selling these birds. Look at these birds. Do you think one would fit good on my shoulder?
He
I'll
is
stomp
totally in it. Tell us where we find the black talent, or you cough up the coin for all the things we were stolen. Plus, because that really hurt. It just about took me down.
Why is this guy on the rooftop shouting at me?
I would really like to get off the rooftop too, by the way.
Fair enough. All right.
Can I examine him to see if he has any markings like a black talon?
So are you like trying to grab a hold of him? Because obviously
No, goodness, no.
So you're
Just looking
trying to
him up and
glance
down, just looking at his armor and stuff, just anything I can see.
Sure, yeah. He's not wearing armor. He's just wearing very loose-fitting clothing. But yeah, go ahead and throw me a perception check. You don't see any. No, he doesn't see. You look in that same area near the collarbone where it was burned into the armor. You don't see that on him.
Oh, come on, guys. Leave him alone. He's just selling birds.
Adam, I cast Speak with Animals, and I'm going to go ahead and heal this monkey 1 point with my heal.
All right, he looks fully healthy now.
I am reaching down to hold on to the monkey.
All right, that seems pretty easy to do so, Runak. He doesn't seem to have much strength in trying to get away from you, though at first he kind of scurries a little bit, but yeah, you're able to easily hold him down.
I'm going to say, hey, monkey, I want to help you. Where do you guys normally take people's stuff? And I want to help you escape.
Give me a persuasion check. We go back to our hideout.
Oh, where is your hideout, my friend? And is that the guy that sells the birds? Is he your master, or who's your master? Or do you have one?
No, just back to the hideout. We take stuff there, and then they give us food.
Oh, that's wonderful. Where's the hideout? We're friends.
Oh, you go this way and jump over the barrels, and then you pass the colorful awnings, and then you go this way, and then it's there.
Will you be glad to show me?
You see he kind of looks at you and says, I go quick. You ready now?
No, we go slow.
What are you
Let me
saying
go.
to him? You give them some food. These things always want food.
Oh, I can give you a little bit of food if you come back with they stole 2 bottles from us with some liquids. If you bring back the right liquids, I'll give you something shiny.
Oh, okay. Yes, I do this.
All right, go get what was just stolen from us, and I'll give you something shiny, okay?
Oh, okay. Runak, do you let him go?
Well, I'm not able to understand this at all, right? So I just I look over inquisitively
Yeah.
at him to say what's
Yeah.
going on.
Go back and from your masters, find us some nice stuff, and we will show our thank you.
Yes. Tell this guy to let me go.
Yeah, okay, all right. Nice monkey. Runok, you can let him go. He says he's going to help us.
Is he going to lead us to the potions?
I think he's going to be too fast. So, especially since it's already, after time. So, we'll just fast track this.
Okay.
We won't make Adam create a whole new, room for just this.
Maybe we can get some other people's stuff too, if they have a bunch of stuff there.
Yeah, let's see what he brings back first. If he's even gonna listen to us. So.
Okay. Tell him you got a lot of food for him, and I'll let him go.
All right. You notice he looks at you guys carefully, and then he runs very quickly, jumps onto the buildings, jumps to another building, and pretty quickly you lose sight of him. All right, guys, and with that, we are at the end of our session time, as mentioned. So when we pick up next time, you guys are still here in Seawall. I assume you're going to perhaps do a bit more shopping here, and then you wanted to begin looking for the grave binders. Is there anything else at top of anybody's mind so I can be prepped for next week?
Just what I wrote there. I want to try to solve this. It's hot and we don't have armor problem. So is this possible in my little thing there is to get all these studded leather armor and try to sell them and then get our own studded leather armor?
So based on our house rule, anything worth less than 50 gold, you can't really sell for anything. It's used, torn up, that kind of stuff. So that won't work for you, but studded leather is pretty cheap. So you could always buy that if you wanted to.
And we think if I get it from here, it will solve the heat problem because it's light armor.
So again, I just want to clarify, it's hot, but I haven't assessed any kind of mechanical penalties at this point. So will there maybe be if you spend lengthy periods of time in very heavy armor? Possibly. But so far you've noticed that, nobody's gotten any mechanical penalties. I'm just trying to paint the world and what you're experiencing and so forth.
Okay.
All right, guys. So with that in mind, we'll pick up again next week. Hope everybody enjoyed this session. We'll see you guys next week. Continue the adventure there. Have a great night, everybody.
Sounds good. Bye, everybody.
Good job.
Yep, have a good night.
Have a good time, guys. Enjoy. Thanks, Adam.